All right. Well, welcome to the series where we Iron Man all the Fire Emblem games. Today we will be continuing our journey through Fire Emblem 6. We are actually very close to the end of the game, which is pretty cool. The Binding Blade. I believe this is the last Ilia chapter, Ilia's Salvation, and then I think if we skip Gaiden chapters, there's only 2 chapters I think after this. If we do Gaiden chapters, there's 4, but we'll see. After defeating Sigun, Roy heads for Edessa, located in the northeast of Ilia. Castle Edessa, home of Jarrett, leader of the Ilian mercenary knights. Once served as headquarters of the Pegasus Knight mercenaries as well. However, with Jarrett's absence, Burn saw its chance and attacked the castle, forcing the mercenaries and Pegasus Knights into submission. Murdoch had made the castle his base, but after he returned to Burn, High Chancellor Rortz was put in charge. Alarmed by the Etrurian army's speed in advancing to Edessa, Rortz hurriedly contacts the various Ilian mercenary groups for aid. Howdy, Acorn. Welcome. Unfortunately for him, however, their replies are not promising. Everyone loves the Wade Parade. They do. They really do. I haven't... You know, I keep thinking before each stream, I'm like, I should change the stream title, but, like, it really is just the Wade Parade. I mean, what else could it possibly be? So this is the final Ilia chapter, which, I'll say right now, is not anywhere as near as difficult as the final Sakai chapter, which is a fucking nightmare. But, that being said, this chapter is not... easy, mostly because there is a really high magic sleep druid here. This guy's got Nosferatu. This guy I believe has Purge. Yes, you have to be careful about that. Also, these mercenaries and heroes are very difficult to kill. For this series, I didn't care about Wade. Before me using Wade, I also did not care about Wade. That's for sure. But yeah, this chapter, this like little area here, this little choke point in particular, can actually get like pretty hairy. Depending on the way this chapter goes. There's also a sleep guy over here. So, and there's ballistas too. This guy I believe has a long ballista. Yeah, so he can reach a lot. So you have to be really careful with flyers. And then this guy has, I think this is a killer ballista, yeah. So a bit scary. So again, while this chapter is not as innately difficult as, let's say, the final Sakai chapter, mostly because that chapter has ballistas and boltings and stuff right in your face immediately. But this chapter is no joke and it can kick your ass for sure. I still never use him, but he do be a little silly. Yeah, I definitely don't think I'm gonna go the Wade route again anytime soon. I still don't, like, I'm not convinced that he's an amazing character or anything for sure, but he has been a lot of fun to use, that's for sure. I guess we may as well try to get the Gaiden chapter for this. We don't need to do Gaiden chapters, but it gives us special weapons and that's kind of cool. So I think we'll bring... I might just forgo Tate here, just because there's a lot of ballistas and it's going to be a little annoying. And then I think probably Nime over Cecilia, and then we need Zealot, because that's how we recruit Juno, which is how you get the Gaiden chapter, because you need both of them alive. We also have an energy ring, which I'm still not really sure what I'm going to do with. And then there's Geese, who should probably just promote. This guy's not too bad. Let me bring up the thing really quick. Should really put, I don't know why I ever close Fire Emblem WAD. I just open it every time we play. This one, the Sakai chapter, the Sakai Gaiden is genuinely my least favorite chapter in the entire game. But this one, this Gaiden is like pretty straightforward, to be honest. It's boring, but... but at least there's no like fog of war or anything. What do you get out of it though? Yeah, you get the spear or the lance. It'd be cool to have the lance. I think I probably will do the Gaiden chapter. Should add Veilbot to your Discord. What is Veilbot? I am pretty bad with doing stuff like that. In fact, my friend is the one who set up most of the stuff for me, but does that do something cool? Here, Melody, you can have a Brave Lance. Why not? Let's see, Wade. Am I out of iron bows at this point? Yeah, we have Brave Bow Wade is kind of hype. I really want an iron bow to just be able to spam. There is an armory. Maybe I'll do a quick armory run on this chapter because our situation with weapons. I mean, at this, oh, we have an iron bow here. Okay. At this point, you really don't need iron weapons. Like, there's just not that many chapters left, and you can kind of just spam your stronger stuff. I'll get rid of the Sword Reaver for now. Again, we want to focus on bows because we want him to use the Mildew or whatever the name of the legendary bow is. So for you streams when I Twitch notifications, a pleasant surprise. Well, I appreciate Tonga that it's a pleasant surprise and not an unpleasant surprise. Welcome, welcome. Who wants to do? I guess we could have Roy do it. Somebody just like help him over there. Okay, take the silver card. So God pulls a bunch of Fire Emblem stats. It's super handy. Oh, okay, that sounds pretty cool. What's it called? The Veil Bot? Alright, let me look that up. The Veil Bot. Wait, when I type in Veil Bot, it brings up Oify Bot. Is that the same thing or is that different? Discord bots, the #1 Discord. Oh, this is a bad gateway. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. If you want to link it, I can check it out for sure. Okay, so what do we want to sell? I think we have some stuff to sell, right? I don't need secret book or goddess icon. I don't know if we really need energy drop, to be honest, but I'll hold on to it. It'll probably be more useful than selling it. And then yeah, we can do some quick shopping here. Although honestly, at this point, I probably have everything I need for the rest of the game. But you know, there are shops here, so we may as well use them. It used to be Oify, but Oify died just like the game. That's true. That's true, and that's canon, of course. Do we have Restore? I have... You don't even have a heal staff. Okay, well that's problematic. You should probably have it. You can't use Restore, right? Yeah. Maybe I should bring Cecilia. Oh, you can't use Mend either. Yikes. So we have Restore here. Nime can use Restore. So we have 2 Restores. I kind of want 3. Alright, I'm sorry, Geese. I know we're memeing with Geese, but man... It's much better if I just don't deploy him. Okay, do I have just like an extra Restore staff? I don't. I have a sleep staff. Do I only have 1 then? No, that can't be true. Yeah, because Lilina, yeah. Okay, so I need a heal staff for Lilina. Here, Nime take... Oh my god. I love inventory management. It's my favorite part. Okay, Nime take Mend, and that way you can give Lina your heal staff. And that way we have 2 Restore staffs, but 3 people that can use the Restore staff, which are important. There's no Berserk on this chapter, but you can get into some really annoying situations with having too many people get slept and stuff. So I think that's for the best. You know, if you want to take, are you S with swords? Yeah. If you want to take the Durandal, I mean, we don't have to care about like S rank weapons being lost when characters die because we're not getting the good ending anyway, so. And you know what? If you want to take 4 Blaze, that is okay with me. Actually, if you want to take bolting, that would be pretty cool. I don't really have like a bolting strat, so to speak, for this chapter, but having access to bolting just in case is not a bad approach. Wade does have the Brave Bow. He does. He has Killer Bow, Brave Bow. He is a little ways through A, so if we can get him to S on this chapter, that would be great, or maybe the next one. All right, you can go over and kill those guys, and then Roy can follow. And then down the middle, we'll do, I guess, Wade. We can do like maybe Lance with Alan support, and then Milady maybe. I usually handle this chapter pretty straightforward. Like, I don't really go this direction at all. You don't really have to. Like, there's nothing really down here for you. There are these chests, but they're in the middle, of course, and there's chests over here as well. Oh, actually, we need a thief. Oh my god, I don't have enough deployment slots for everything I want. I could just forgo this Gaiden chapter, and should we just forgo the Gaiden chapter? I kind of just don't care. All right, fuck it. Who cares? Who cares about Juno? Well, kind of want a recruiter. Who are we not bringing? All right, we'll just have 2 restore users. I don't know. That might be risking it a little bit, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I think 2 restore users is probably okay. We can buy a new restore in this chapter anyways. I think that's probably all I want. Yeah, and then I think I like the strat I was kind of outlining. Yeah, I think this is fine. All right, let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? Exactly, what could go wrong? Yeah, so you know. What's the worst that could happen? Well, how does it look? Actually, sire, we've requested aid from Ilia's knights, but all of those directly under Sir Murdoch seem reluctant to help. Curses, things couldn't possibly get any worse. But we did capture Jarrett's wife. I keep wanting to say Zealot, because it's Zealot in some other translation patches. What's the word on Jarrett's troop? Have they responded? No, sir. They are traveling mercenary knights, so we do not know their location. Blast it. Ever since Segun's defeat, Ilia's militia has been hesitant to attack the Etrurian army. Cowards, every last one of them. The great High Chancellor Rortz will not die in this miserable wasteland. I think Wade's gonna have something to say about that in a minute here. Koof koof. Are you alright? Here, take my shawl. I couldn't. You'll freeze. I can handle it. I'm used to these temperatures. This is nothing compared to flying through a blizzard. Thank you. Lady Juno, what's going to happen? I don't know, but we must stay hopeful. The enemy must retreat, or the enemy may retreat, or perhaps Jarrett might return. This isn't the end. Where is Lord Jarrett now? His last letter said he planned to join the Lycian army, but after that, well, he may be closer than we realize. I hope you're right. What's in the chests on this chapter? Should check that. We fight again today. Yes, we must. Once we take this castle, it will be our new base before we enter Bern. I see. Princess, may I ask why your father tried to kill King Zephiel? Zephiel and I have different mothers. In actuality, I'm his half-sister. I heard that Zephiel's mother was an Etrurian noblewoman. That's correct. They were arranged to be wed for political reasons. However, our father was already in love with another woman. That was my mother. The marriage between the king and Zephiel's mother was forced. Our father didn't love Zephiel's mother and always resented their son. Was that the cause of all the troubles that happened? No. I remember Zephiel working hard, vying for our father's affection. He was a brilliant scholar and a prodigy in combat. He grew to become a fine heir to Bern's throne. Then why did the king try to... Lord Roy, we are ready for the attack. Understood. I only need a moment. Prince Guinevere, I'm sorry, but No, I understand. Go. Please be careful. God damn. We'll find out one day what happened to between them. Okay, you could probably take 2 hits, right? 23. Yeah, I have 45 health. Should be chilling. You could woe dow them. Why not? I do want to make sure they die. Yeah, actually, hold on. I want to check what's in the chests really quick. Oh shit. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, so we have Speed Wings. Okay, we want that. We want Speed Wings. Axe Reaver, Longbow, woe dow. Woe dow would be cool. Wormslayer, Nosferatu, Sleep, and Purge. Wow. It's kind of crazy. Okay. Oh, Kath can show up on this chapter. I didn't even realize that. That's kind of cool. Turn 11. This chapter always gets a little bit annoying because there are like reinforcements that start relatively quickly from behind. But if you want to get the chests, you really need to clear out the ballistas. But in order to do that, you kind of have to like wait for them to shoot. It's a little annoying. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, this map theme is really dope. I agree. Okay, how do you look fighting these guys? Ooh, well, this man is a sword reaver, so can we kill him maybe? Can I murder this man? Is that a thing we can do? 28 times 2. I really want the speed wings because I really want to give Wade another pair of speed wings. Can we cap Wade's speed? What does he cap at? There's a chance. I mean, if we can get a couple more lucky speed level ups, there is a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How much res does Wade have? Only 3. Yikes. Should I back up Wade? What do you have? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna pick up... Oh, I can't pick up Wade. Can anybody pick up Wade? It's 15 Constitution. Oh my god, yeah, nobody can pick him up. Okay, we're just gonna have to hope that Wade survives. I'm a little bit worried about Wade, if I'm being honest, but I think he'll be okay. Okay, we'll do this with the sword, sure, and then get in support range. These first couple of turns standing here can be, again, a bit sketchy because there's a lot of units that can attack you. This +5 speed. Man, we can make Wade, after the Speedwing, he'll at least have 23 speed, and with that weapon, he'll have... Yeah, we can make Wade extremely fast. No, don't do that. That's useless. I could... Wow, that guy just got a longbow. I'm not really scared of a longbow. No, I think it's probably fine. One of the okay, this is very minor, but one of the things that you have to be extremely careful with, if you put... Okay, good. Thought I put him in range. If you put bolting on a unit and then you go to check, this happens for her as well. Okay, so if you put a siege tome on a unit and then you go to check what that siege tome can do to the enemies like we just did, even if you don't actually attack the enemies, the unit will equip the siege tome. And this might seem pretty minor, but you have to be really careful with this because it means that, for example, she had Eclipse equipped and Lilina had, oh my god, that's a horse slayer. Anyways, and Lilina had bolting equipped, which means if you keep checking like how much damage they can deal, an enemy attacking them will be able to hit them really, really hard because they'll have the siege tome equipped. It's part of the reason that I don't actually like having siege tomes on my units most of the time, because it's very easy to accidentally equip them, and that's very dangerous. I really should have checked whether or not that guy had a horse slayer. That was really poorly played by me, but we got lucky there. I think Wade should be fine. The fact that only the one unit attacked him, I think, should make him pretty good to go. I can actually have Zealot go up and pick up Roy after he's done in his little shopping spree. That should work out pretty well, I think. Okay, this is good. Yeah. Not attacking Wade is nice. I don't want him to take more damage than he has to. This is okay, because I actually get some decent damage. I probably don't double. Yeah. But the fact that Wade doesn't get doubled by a hero is kind of ridiculous. And I mentioned this before, but again, the AI loves to attack Milady, even though she has the Delphi shield with what do you call it, with bows, so you can kind of lure that out. I really hope this misses. This is why this chapter can be a bit annoying, because I actually should have... So I've explained this before, but that's really gonna miss. The way that siege tomes are prioritized by the enemy is determined by your deployment order. So the reason that Nime and Astral are getting targeted here is because they were the last and second to last on my deployment order, which is a mistake by me. In Nime in particular, because she's one of my restore users, I really should have put her higher in the deployment order so she wouldn't get targeted by the sleep. Astral doesn't really matter because we're gonna have to cure him of sleep anyways, but that's how you can kind of manipulate the AI to only use sleep staffs and stuff on the characters you want them to use. This is why I was worried about Wade, by the way, because this purge hit really hard, but thankfully he didn't get attacked by the druid, so we're okay. Siege tomes is so true for Thracia too. Yeah, it's true for any game that like equips the weapon. I don't know if that doesn't work in any game, but any game that like equips the weapon that you're using just by like looking at how much damage it can deal, you have to be really careful with that, because you'll get obliterated. And in almost all Fire Emblem games, siege tomes weigh you down to such an extent that you have to be extremely careful with that. Okay, I want to heal Wade, and I also want to restore a stall, so you're the only person that can restore, so let's start there. The problem is if you pick up sleeping units or silenced units, it doesn't use a turn of sleep or silence when they're being picked up, so I can't just pick up a stall and bring him to the front because he won't actually use up turns. So okay, if I could somehow kill both druids this turn, that would be amazing. I don't know that that's a thing I can do, but you actually gave her the brave axe and you have a brave bow, so actually that might not be the most unreasonable thing in the world. And then you heal Wade, I guess. So we go like Yeah, actually, how do we want to do this? It's a shame Alan can't kill this guy. I can hope for a crit, but that's pretty thin. I have a Silver Lance? Oh, that's pretty good. If I Silver Lance this guy, I need to kill the other. Is that what I want? That's the question. Because then I go Melody here, but then I have to kill this guy in order for Wade to kill this guy. How do we do that? I really want to kill this guy, because that way we can just break through. What if we just did this? What if we just bolting this guy? Alright, well, I should have known what was gonna happen there. That's unfortunate. You really want to use brave weapons when it comes to oh, this guy only has flux. Okay, so we don't necessarily need a brave weapon for him, but using brave weapons to kill Nosferatu druids is really important in the later stages of this game, because they're extremely strong. Yeah, one short. But they'll heal off of hits. Okay, let's do this. Let's kill this guy. Hopefully we don't miss an 89%. Speaking of Thracia, what's game is harder in your opinion, that or 6? That's an interesting question. I feel like it's really hard to answer what's like a difficult Fire Emblem game. For me, that is interesting. I think Thracia has more difficulty spikes. Like, Thracia can lock you out if you don't know what you're doing in a million different ways. Whereas Fire Emblem 6 is really difficult at the beginning, but then kind of eases up. And like, the reason that I've always found Thracia to be so amazing is because most Fire Emblem games, once you get past the early game difficulty and you kind of ease into the game, it's not really that hard. Fire Emblem 6 is kind of unique because the enemies get really tough and there's a lot of like status stabs, unlike the other GBA games, for example. But I think once you get past like chapter 7, for example, the game definitely eases up a lot. Whereas Thracia never really eases up. Like, it keeps pounding your ass, you know? So for me, it's definitely Thracia. But I think it depends on the person. Thracia, I think, can also get solved kind of easily. Like, if you put everything together in Thracia, there are so many like busted things in that game that I think if you know what you're doing, the game can feel really easy. I've just never quite gotten to the point where I guess I know what I'm doing enough to make it easy. But yeah, I've always found Thracia to be pretty amazing in that regard. This is a little bit annoying. I'm not really gonna be able to kill this druid. I suppose if I can at least kill this guy, I'll feel pretty good about our situation. Okay, so we missed the 76%, which I don't love. Yeah, I was really hoping we wouldn't miss that. I need to heal Wade. Oh god, I only have 2 more combat units here. Yeah, this is kind of bad now. I can't longbow this guy, right? There's no way I've hit here. 48%. Oh my god. He might go into retreat AI. Oh, this is really sketchy. She gives you a lot more options. Yeah, it does. A lot more. And if you know what options to choose, the game can be pretty easy. Which also punishes you a lot for your mistakes in earlier chapters. It definitely does. I think if you know exactly what you're doing, Thracia is not that bad. But for people who, even people that like understand Thracia, like I think I understand Thracia, but not nearly as well as a game like this, it's a lot more difficult. The nice thing is that this guy has sleep, so he'll probably sleep instead of attack me. So I am probably okay here. Let's just kill this guy. One less person that can damage us. It's like half the units are horrid. That's true, but FE6, I will say, and this is one of the reasons that the early game is difficult, and once you get later, it's quite easier, because Rucker is pretty easy, but once you get specifically Melody and Percival, like the whole rest of the game just bows before you, you know? Like if you invest in those 2 characters, the game is, I don't want to say easy because that's not true, but it's not that bad. Whereas Thracia, there's no real unit in Thracia that becomes that busted. Like even characters like Asbel, you know, even like late game Sed in the end can definitely die. So it's a little bit different in that regard, but. Fire Emblem 5 6 in general. Realize the knowledge of the game. Yeah, I agree with that. Fire Emblem 6 a little bit less so, just because I think it's more of a, it doesn't have as many mechanics, and you don't have to rely on like stabs, for example. Like if you've played the other 2 GBA games, you can get away with Fire Emblem 6. Like you'll know how to play Fire Emblem 6. Which is alright, unbeatable without a guide. Yes, I think that's a really good point. I think the question's difficult, right? Because if you understand Thracia, it's not so bad, but you can play, like, if somebody was a Fire Emblem veteran, but hadn't played Fire Emblem 6 or Fire Emblem Thracia, you could introduce them to 6, and they would understand what was going on. There really aren't anything super unique about this game. It's more difficult on hard mode than some of the other ones, but it's not that bad. Whereas if you introduce them to Thracia, I don't think a new player would be able to even finish Thracia. Like, it's ridiculous. It's just so insane. So I think in that regard, if you're talking about, like, the first one to play, Thracia's got to be the most difficult game in like the whole series, I think, without a doubt. Alright, give me a couple iron swords, although I don't think I really need them. Give me a silver. Silver's not great in this game, but it's not terrible. Give me a silver axe. Silver axe is pretty cheap, which is cool. Like 1 iron bow. Give me a silver bow. Oh, whatever. Just some random stuff. But I agree with that for sure. One of the things you'll find if you play a lot of Fire Emblem games, and I actually have some pretty good examples for this. When we did our Iron Man of Radiant Dawn and Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, the remake for the DS, both of those Iron Mans, I had tons of failures at the beginning of the game. You know, the first couple of chapters of Shadow Dragon are very insane, and early game Radiant Dawn has its own quirks. But once I had a playthrough that got past chapter like 10 on Shadow Dragon, I finished the whole game. And it was kind of the same thing for Radiant Dawn. I had a playthrough that failed because Tabarn died. But other than that, like once we got out of the Dawn Brigade, most of the playthroughs almost went to the entire game, through the entire game on their own. And I think that's really emblematic of like most games, once you get past those early stages, and once you start to get strong units, they become a lot easier. Like the early game portions of Fire Emblem games is always the most difficult. Except I think for Thracia. Thracia is insane all the way through. First playthrough is one of the hardest things for Fire Emblem for me. Yeah, it's definitely tough. And part of that is obviously just the early game. Like Shadow Dragon Hard 5 early game is just unbalanced. It just, whoever designed it is a crazy person. Like it doesn't make any sense. And Radiant Dawn in particular has the Dawn Brigade early game where every unit is a game over condition. So those are kind of like not great examples to use, to be fair, because they both have their own quirks. But I should probably deal with this guy at some point. I'm just letting him wander over here. Jeez, that game gave me so much trouble. Played a second time is much easier. Yeah, it's definitely like that. That's a game, especially the early game of Radiant Dawn and Shadow Dragon. And that's another thing, like it's tough to rank like how difficult games are, right? Because both Shadow Dragon and Radiant Dawn, I can absolutely, even with my knowledge of those games, I can absolutely lose a playthrough. Like Fire Emblem 6, I'll almost never lose a playthrough at this point. Whereas like games like that, because you have so many game over conditions, and in the case of Shadow Dragon, it's just ridiculous. Like if one character misses at the wrong time in early game Shadow Dragon, you just lose your run. But that doesn't really exist for games like this, at least not to that extent. So again, it's difficult to like factor in how, you know, it's difficult to, how much you want to factor that in when it comes to like game difficulty, you know? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy's pretty annoying. I don't think he can one-shot anyone though. We gotta be careful because I think Fur can die. No, actually she has 8 res. Holy shit. I can try this longbow. 58% is not great. I can try it. You never know. Oh, okay, I mean, apparently we can't hit 80%, but 58% are no problem for us. It's a little weird, but you know, what are you gonna do? All right, well that's good, because now we don't have to worry about that annoying purge guy. I might actually just forgo these chests, to be honest. What is in these chests? Okay, Wormslayer. Wormslayer is useful, although not as useful for us, because we're not going to be doing the final chapter. Wormslayer, Nosferatu's kind of cool, but not that important. Sleep and Purge. Purge is pretty useless. I might actually just skip those chests, to be honest. I'm not sure. I should probably heal you first. Hello, what's up, Bello? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. But that's just my opinion. And obviously, you know, other people are going to have different experiences when it comes to games. Some people may actually have a much easier time with the early game and then actually have more difficult when they have more things to choose from. The biggest thing it boils down to, right, is like later stages of Fire Emblem games give you more options. So it's, you know, as long as you're using those options in a at least relatively meaningful way, it becomes easier. Gonna lose Fire Emblem 6 runs using Melody. Privileged ass unit. We missed another 80. What the fuck, Wade? That is true. And then you got hit by 30. Oh my god. Did he actually just miss and then get hit there? I even used the Brave Bow so he wouldn't have to get hit by the 36% flux. I don't think there's any way he dies here, but that's kind of annoying. Melody has got to be one of the most privileged is a good way to put it. One of the most privileged units in all Fire Emblem. She is something. Although, to be fair, Tegan, our Melody is like 5 speed screwed. Now, she's still extremely busted, obviously. But because we're using Wade so much, I haven't actually trained her that much. She's only level 6. It's funny that she has 17 speed and she's like 5 speed screwed, but... so our Melody isn't quite as busted as she normally is, but... Oh my god, I'm kind of running out of units to... This turn actually did not go... I need to hit... Do I need to hit this 70%? Actually, can you kill? Actually, let's do this. Let's start here, because this will change what I have to do. Okay. Imagine losing due to a lack of door keys. That's Thracia for you. You gotta love it. Oh, I should add to the FE6 counter. In fact, oh, sorry, I just hit my mic. I should add actually like 3 to it. You know, I said I was gonna be better with the FE6 counter, and I have not been better. I'm gonna add 3 to it because I think we missed 380%. It might be 4 actually. Average ability performance. Yeah, she's trash. Don't use her. If there's one recommendation I can give for Fire Emblem 6, it's do not use Melody. You have the same hit? Okay. Dude, what is going on? If he missed the second hit, I was gonna lose my mind. All right, we gotta add an FE6 moment for that. Lance on his own has had like 90 FE6 moments, I'm telling you. Which is actually pretty funny because Lance has been in A support range with Alan for like the entire game. So it's pretty bizarre that he's had so many FE6 moments, but he certainly has. We should be good at this stage. Ooh! My heart just skipped a beat. That would have been... Dude, Wade could have died in like 3 different ways this chapter. I gotta be more careful with Wade. This has become very sketchy. I think this is the last sleep. Yeah, man, they love sleeping a stall. Again, I should not have put a stall at the bottom of my deployment order, but whatever. Ability personal skill, get a hit to every ally. Melody, it gives you like a handicap when you use Melody, because you're not supposed to. Alright, give me just like really all I need is just like a couple of heal staves. We have like 3 air calibers, I don't think I need that. There are no heal staves here. Alright, well, fuck me. I don't really want any of this, to be honest. I mean, I'll buy 1 more air caliber, because why not? Jump scare warning. Yeah, that would have been... I might have had to end stream right there had that connected. That would have been a disaster. Okay, so we should probably start baiting out this killer ballista if we can, which we should be able to. Let me heal Wade before he accidentally dies. I will say, as busted as Wade has been, and he's been amazing. We all know he's been amazing. He is not very bulky. Like, yes, he has 60 HP. But 14 defense and 3 res is kind of crappy. Wade is amazing, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shit on Wade, but... I mean, he's currently doubling a mercenary, so it's hard to shit on him, but... He's a little. I wish he was a little more bulky, I guess. Clearance anima rank. I don't know. We've officially capped strength, by the way. I don't think it's very high. I haven't done a ton with her. Yeah, it's not even D. I want to kill this guy with Clarine because I want him to attack Zealot. And I guess if that fighter attacks me, that's okay. Well, it would help if you could actually kill him. I could actually just not restore here. We're gonna have to wait like 5 turns for this ballista anyways. Yeah, what if we just bring him a little bit closer? Q. Okay, we should be able to combine here. This is where this chapter can get a little bit sketchy, but I think we should be okay. Let me heal Fur. Yeah, we should make sure we heal everybody. This is where actually getting warp in the, so I never get warp in the desert, but getting warp in the desert can actually be pretty useful at this stage because you could actually warp to kill the ballistas. Now, if you're going Ilia, if you're going Sakai, then warp is actually very useful. Well, Wade has so much luck, this killer ballista has no crit. That's funny. Because the final chapter of Sakai is ridiculous, and being able to warp on that chapter is actually pretty useful. But it's still pretty nice. It still can be pretty nice in this chapter. Oh my goodness, Nime almost gets one shot. Nice thing is that Clarine's oh, there's Berserk here. I actually forgot there's Berserk. Can I reach that? Wait, Nime might be just out of range actually. Okay, no, we're good. Oh my god, that was terrifying. Okay, actually this is perfect because Nime can go to a place where we can restore and yeah, we don't have to worry about getting hit by the ballista. Oh man. I guess I should have known there was Berserk on this chapter, right? Because there's Berserk on the Sakai route, and they usually like to keep that stuff similar. Okay, stay there. You just have an Iron Blade? Okay, I'm not really that scared of an Iron Blade. Lance Reaver. I'm scared-ish of a Lance Reaver. I think Melody probably has enough defense to be okay here. How far can Hugh go? Actually, putting Clarine there probably wasn't a good idea. Oh, no, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay. Just go here. Maybe here. And then I think I should be good. You know what? If you just want to Brave Lance these guys, because I would really like for most of them to die, that would be fine with me. And then, yeah, why don't we back up and help her out? I gotta wait until he wakes up to open this door anyways. She's baiting out this ballista, so I'll actually keep Dorothy where she is. Not having to worry about that ballista would be kind of nice. I think that's all I want to do. I mean, I think Melody's okay. I do think there's a chance she can die. I didn't actually do the math, so. But she does have a lot of defense, so I think she'll be all right. So the reinforcements are... this ballista is also annoying. Turn 11, 3 fighters from the upper right. Then from turn 2 mercenaries. Okay, so it's just like unpromoted units that aren't too bad. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. Nime has 2 HP. That's a good point. I did, yeah, that's a really good point. I did not heal Nime. Thankfully, she's not in anybody's range this turn, but that is a good point. I should remember that. I've definitely lost a great many units by, you know, it'd be awesome actually. If they just like displayed the unit health bars. Some games do display like unit health bars, like when you're just looking at the map. That would be really beneficial for me, because I always forget who's injured and who's not. Now, if you're playing good Fire Emblem and you're paying attention, it's not so bad, but I'm I'm not a genius. I'm not always paying attention. Wait, we're berserking Nime? Oh my god, thank goodness that missed. I don't think Clarion's in range to... That was actually a really lucky miss. Oh, she could have restored. Okay, no, we're okay. I was very lucky that she happened to be in range. Not that it mattered, but... Sleep 2. Okay, we have 3 more ballistas. We should have 1 more berserk. Okay. Even if Nime gets berserked, we should be okay. God, that was scary. Let me have Dorothy back up. Let me heal Dorothy. I think in some of the hacks, actually, they've made it so that you can see health bars. Because I think in the hack that I've been playing recently, I can actually see health bars, like, when you're just looking at the map. I think. Could be wrong about that. You can also see growths in some of the hacks, or at least in that hack, which is really cool. Especially for hacks where obviously you don't know what the growths of all the characters are. Hey, Lena, you want to kill this guy? Thracia English patch. Oh, that's right. I remember when we were playing Thracia and there was most hacks have health bars. Okay. I remember when we were playing Thracia, and I don't know if it was you. It was a couple of people I think that recommended that I use a different like translation patch than I was using because it came with the health bars. Yeah, definitely wish I had done that. That would have been very cool. I'm going to... Do you deal... How much damage do you deal? 25? Okay. I'm going to be really safe here because this guy's got a killing edge. I'm going to hit him twice. And then we're going to Brave Lance him. I just need to hit one of these 2 Brave Lances and then we're okay. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I don't know the next time we're going to play Thracia, to be honest. But the next time we play Thracia, I definitely want to use that patch because that would be really, really, really nice. You have a Lance River, right? Yeah. Okay, you just do it then. Yeah. I survive a crit here. Not that he has a very good chance of hitting one. But... Can you kill this guy? That's perfect. We didn't need that crit, but all right, we'll take it. Not gonna complain about that. What turn is it? 6. Okay, we still have a little ways to go. Flux. Can I kill this guy? Probably not. Yeah, because he's a... You can't kill Melody, right? There's no way. There's no way. Okay, I'll just whack him. Maybe we crit. Do you better crit? No. Maybe we crit. Who knows? Alan crit, so. This is the best OST of all the GBA games. I'm really bad at like remembering what game had what OST, but I do really like the OST of this game, so. Okay, we're good on Melody. Who needs speed when you just have a Brave Lance? Unless you probably wouldn't double that guy. So to get the... Oh! So the Gaiden chapter for this not only requires both Zealot and Juno to be alive, but it also requires turn 25 or before turn 25. So I might skip, because I do want to recruit all the units. That's the reason that I brought Zealot, but we don't have to do the Gaiden chapter, and I might just skip it. I'm not sure. Because it's not super important for us to do the Gaiden chapter. Oh, then we're going to have to fight all the stupid reinforcements, which is going to be annoying. Are you berserking Zealot? What the f... Alright. I believe I can reach Zealot, yeah. Am I going to be in range, though? Yeah, so we should move Roy down 1. I really want another restore, but I don't think we need too much restore from here on out. 2 more. You have 1 more turn? Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, if you just want to kill this guy, that works for me. Yeah, the weapon of this Gaiden is the Melte or the Meltet. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but it's the lance. Which obviously we'd have uses for, but you know, it's kind of whatever. We don't like need it. The only divine weapon that we really care about, I think, is the bow, and we're gonna get that no matter what, so I might just skip it. It depends on the reinforcements. If the reinforcements get really annoying, I might just end the chapter and do the Gaiden chapter. I mean, the Gaiden chapter is really easy. God, the range in this guy's ridiculous. He did get hit. I'll just back up with him a little bit. How many more do you have left? 1, okay. And then Killer has 2. Okay, so we should be pretty well set up here. Is it annoying? Yeah. It's not too bad. I definitely prefer it to the Sakai Gaiden. But it's mostly just like, it's mostly just breaking walls and killing enemies, which is more tedious than anything else. Alright, let's finally open this door. Let's recruit Juno. Juno, Jarrett, are you alright? You're not hurt? If any of them laid a finger on you, I'll... Oh, Jarrett, I'm not a child. I used to be a captain, you know. I know, but I'm fine. They didn't do anything. Good. Why are you... Excuse me, why are you in the Etrurian army? I thought you were with Lycia. Well, it's a long story. Excuse me. What it comes down to is that this is the Etrurian army only in name. It's actually made up of primarily soldiers of the Lycian army. Oh, interesting. I'm sorry I wasn't here when you needed me most. Wait, so most of our army is the Lycian army? I always thought most of our army was Etruria because they had a bigger army than us, but obviously we're being led from someone from Lycia, but there's no use for regret at this point. But you were forced to fight. Oh, I thought you liked my combat uniform. I do, but then what's the problem? You'll be seeing a lot more of from now on. What do you mean? I do. I will fight alongside you. No, I can't accept that. You retired years ago. Leave the fighting to us. I may have retired, but I still had to take up arms to defend the castle. Jarrett, this world isn't safe for anyone. Well, I will fight. I want to bring peace back to this land. So Juno is, to be fair, for somebody who retired from fighting and then has now come back, it makes sense that she sucks, but she's really quite bad. Which again is really bizarre because Dion, who's the Sakai sort of counterpart to her, actually has very competitive stats for where you are in the game. But for some reason, Juno's stats are just really awful. She is a good class. I will give her that. She is a very good class. But yeah, she's pretty disappointing. Sick. All right. Well, I'm surprised she got nothing. And I do like her her portrait. It's cool. But yeah, unfortunately, she's not a very good unit. And to be fair, Dion also has the advantage of being a mobile archer, and we're at the point in the game where archers in particular become really, really good because we're going to be fighting a lot of wyverns. So he also has the class advantage on her a little bit. Clint's probably tired. She has done quite a bit. If this was Fire Emblem 6, she would definitely be fatigued. She has been amazing, as she always is. Okay, we're out of killer bow. Okay, we should be good to go now. So let's open this door. These citizens are really annoying. I think you get something if they, what do you get if they all survive? Oh, you get a robe. I would like that robe. Keeping them all alive is kind of annoying though. I guess I could pick them up. I mean, Juno's pretty useless. She can pick one up. Zeld's pretty useless. He can pick one up. I guess I don't really need Lance or Alan for the rest of this chapter. Sure, Hugh can pick one up. All right, we can just do this, I guess, and keep them all alive. Three magic at level 20? Jesus Christ. I mean, that does sound like Clarion, to be fair. But holy crap, that is rough. Yeah, Clarion's magic is really off. I mean, our Clarion, I think, has 11 or something at this point. Yeah, she's 11 as a level 7 Valkyrie, and I'm pretty sure I promoted her at level 20, so... Yeah, her magic is just kind of ass, unfortunately. It's just kind of the way it goes. Here, let's open this... Well, I guess I can just let this guy attack me. I mean, he's not gonna kill me, right? 28, no. Although crit's gonna hit pretty hard. You killed the Knight General, the Great General, the Knight, the Mage General is in your army. You almost killed Maturi's army. Everybody's mostly... That is true. That is actually a good point. We have lost most of the, especially the important Etruria people. I guess we can get these chests. You're not gonna like come longbow me or something right now. That is a good point. We have lost like everybody. Here, why don't we have Fur and I guess you go back. You can fight off the reinforcements. I think Wade and Clearing could probably do the rest of this. That is true. I just always assumed that Etruria would have like more soldiers than the Lycian army, so they would be the bulk of our army. But as far as important Etrurian people in our army, yeah, most of them are deceased. Speedwings, which again will definitely be going to Wade. I guess I should have kept it. I could have given it to him right now, but whatever. Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of do this. We should be good. Oh, there's no... I didn't even know there was an arena on this chapter. Oh, that's kind of weird. Well, not important for our purposes, of course, but kind of interesting. Okay, I'm gonna pick you up, bring you over here, and let's drop you off. Get open the door next turn. Destroyed everything is wake. That is true. We did also fight Etruria a whole bunch. So maybe they don't like us very much. Let's open this door. I don't think this guy moves, or at least he wasn't moving when he was using his siege tome. So I'm just gonna assume he doesn't. How do we look fighting this guy? Not bad, actually. And that's with an iron bow. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go in this guy's range. Let's just figure out if he moves first. We're not really in that much of a hurry. Especially if I'm gonna skip the Gaiden chapter. So many fighters. It's interesting that it just summons a bunch of fighters to come attack you. Okay, that guy does not move, which is great. Does he have like physic or anything? No, just knows Nosferatu. Okay. Oh, my hit's only 50. Oh, I thought my hit was way better. Well, Wade's the king of critting people, so let's see that. Someone come to my aid. All is lost if I fall. Nice. Double crit. Double crit would have been pretty amazing there. Double crit would have gone pretty hard. Okay, there's one more chest to get, so let's go do that. But isn't even strong enough to wield an iron sword? It's probably true. That is probably true. We need to crit him, Wade. That's how we need to finish this. We need to crit everyone. I'd have to wait until turn 20. Oh, man. I really don't want to do the Gaiden chapter, but I also kind of don't want to wait until turn 25. Howdy, what's up, Malkin? Welcome, welcome. But these guys can fight me. What turn is it? 15? Maybe I could wait until 25. That's not that unreasonable. You can use swords, can't you? Yeah, actually, I forgot about the fact that wyverns can actually use swords. I think they can. Yeah, okay. I suppose we can just use a sword. Your stats, Roy's stats? I can look at Roy's stats in a second if you want to know. They're not good. I can guarantee that. They're quite bad. But we can take a look in a second. Where is he? Yeah, he's pretty much base level. I mean, I gained him. Obviously, he's only level 6. It's always funny to me because he always has really bad stats, but then he has 42 health. All right, I need you to crit this guy. Oh, kind of boring, but we'll take it. Wait, serve me. It's not too late. I shall absolve you of your crimes. Ugh. Just like me for real. Roy's really the everyman lord of Fire Emblem. Okay, I'll take defense. I mean, I really want speed, but as always, but I actually don't mind a little bit of defense. We will accept that. Longbow, which is I can't remember what game it is. One of the Fire Emblem games, I can't remember which one it is. In one of the games, the longbow is actually like pretty sick. I can't remember which one it was. I don't remember what game I was like abusing the longbow a lot in. I don't remember. Actually, it might have been the hack I was playing now that I think about it. Yo, what's up, Wheelie? Welcome, welcome. Template Fire Emblem 6. I use Roy. This is the Lord. Personal weapon really that broken. Like the rapier or like the final personal weapon. I think, to be fair, if Roy just promoted earlier, I think Roy is like statistically is like a totally fine unit. And I think he can be okay. And the binding blade is like nuts. It is so powerful. But any deaths? Not yet, Wheelie, not yet. We got kind of close. This chapter is a bit sketchy. It can be a little scary, but a bit okay. Engage is a really good longbow. Okay, I think it was that hack I've been playing. I can't remember. It was some game I was playing recently had just like a nuts longbow that I was using a bunch of. The binding blade. Okay, yeah, the binding blade is nuts. But that's the great thing about Roy, honestly, is that you don't have to give him any experience. And not only can he still kill the final boss because she's really weak with like base stats binding blade, but you can also actually be pretty effective against like wyverns and stuff. We're good. Binding blade good. True. The Roy and Engage always was a little funky to me. Engage is kind of interesting because they try to make all the lords be really different, but most lords are built kind of the same. Like almost all lords are just sword users that have really good speed and skill and kind of weak strength and defense. And I can't remember exactly how Roy was in Engage, but I think they made him a little bit different than he is in this game. They also did that. I think they've kind of changed Roy, because even in the more recent like Smash games, Roy's a much like bigger, more like, he's almost like a kind of like a fiery Ike. And that's kind of not how he is in this game. Lords are so ass. It's just kind of weird, you know. Bit of every stat. That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. Roy is actually kind of unique. He's kind of good across the board. He's a lot like Elliewood. Kind of curious what his average stats are, to be honest. Let's take a look. All right, level 20 Roy. Yeah, actually, you're completely right. Level 20 Roy is 33 health, like 12.5 strength, 14.5. So he's still got a little bit better speed and skill, 14.5 speed and skill. But his defense is almost 10. His strength is like 12.5. Yeah, he's a solid unit. Also, by the way, he gets 5 res on promotion. Dude, if he just I'm telling you, if he just promoted earlier, he would actually be kind of a beast. I do believe that. Heard music, I wonder how to... Wait, your animating is making me wonder how to plan. So just as a double check. Some units in the game are mutually... Oh, in Fire Emblem 6? Yeah, there's a few games, or there's a few characters that you can only get if you do certain routes. So, well, there's not really that many. So, Elfin and Lalum are unique, but they're just the dancers, so you don't have to worry about that really. Bartrey and Echidna. So the first route split has Bartrey and Echidna. They're very different. They're the only difference there. And then the second route split has Juno and Dion, and I think that's it. So there are like essentially 2 or 4 characters that you have to decide between. But I think those are the only decisions in the game in that regard. Smash Ultimate. Yeah, I remember him being really good because I know at least a little bit about Smash, and I remember in Melee he's like ass. Like Marth's really good, but Roy is like terrible. But then yeah, in Ultimate I remember him being like kind of nuts, which is cool. It's cool to see, you know, Fire Emblem characters be good in the Smash games. You talk about Fire Pass 2, yeah. Fire Pass 2 has like Steve and stuff in it, right? Because he starts with more speed? Oh, that's a good point. That's true. Yeah, like I said before, I genuinely think that Roy would be... Oh, yeah, he's got 40% in both. You're right. That Roy would be a solid unit if he just promoted earlier. Just 2 pairs? Yeah, I think so, Wheelie. Because all the other stuff, like, all the other route split characters... I mean, there's minor stuff, like, if you want to train Gonzalez, for example, I would highly recommend going... A route and not B route, because he comes with the same stats but at a lower level, so you have more room to train him. But you can get him in both approaches, so it wasn't really finished in Melee. Wasn't there a lot of stuff in Melee that wasn't really finished? My understanding of Melee is part of the reason that people love it so much and it's such a deep game is because it's like kind of a mess. Steven, because but their gameplay's so broken. Yeah, I feel like Smash is just a game that when you add in like completely different, like a different style of character, it's really hard to balance them. Steve in particular, like his like resource management stuff, I think is pretty insane, is my understanding. You can't use that. I don't know why I gave that to you. Well, anyways, have fun with that. Do you have an iron sword? No. Do you have an iron? You have no weapons. All right. Well, do you have an iron sword? You do. At least alongside the GameCube, yeah. Again, that's my understanding of it. That's why there's so much just like weird shit in it, because it was like pretty rushed. Let me see. Actually, I can check recruitment really quick. I think those are the only ones I can think of, but let's see. Okay, so units that... So Gonzalez is recruited on both, Geese is recruited on both, Klein's recruited on both, Tate's recruited on both. Lalum is unique, but again, Lalum doesn't really matter because she's just a dancer. It's the same as the B route. Echidna is unique. Yeah, so the first route split's just Echidna and Bartrey that are unique. And then... Let's see, and then in the second round split, yeah, because the only characters you get on the second round split are Nime, who's on both, and then Juno and Dion, who are unique. So yeah, so if you're deciding between units, that's the only thing you need to do, and you can do either route split on either playthroughs. You don't have to like decide a full on both of them or anything. Been thriving since 22 years. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's still going too. I kind of ebb and flow with my involvement or with my watching of the Smash scene, depending on, you know, what I'm into at the time. But so I haven't watched it in a bit, but I'm pretty sure it's still going. They're still doing majors and stuff. Like no knockbacks, so it gets destroyed by crush canceling. Yeah, it's not great. I remember there's a guy, I think there's a guy named Zane who plays a lot of Marth. I know he plays a little bit of Roy, because obviously they're like fairly similar, but he just does it as like a meme thing in like kind of crappier tournaments where you can style. But he's like the best player in the world, so you can do that kind of stuff. But it's cool to see him do stuff, Roy do stuff. For 46 HP, for his HP is nuts. Very involved in my Smash scene. Smash is one of those games that I've always wanted to be good at, and I do follow the scene. Like I can tell you most of the really good players in Ultimate and Melee, but I don't know. I could never figure out how to play the game. I did play it a lot as a kid, like very casually, but I can never figure out how to actually like play it competitively. You know, just wasn't for me. I don't think Fur actually has any robes. Fur's HP is actually just ridiculous on hard mode. Let me check average stats really quick, because I believe she has hard mode. Yeah, this is actually just kind of average for Fur. I think she's a little bit blessed. Level 5 Swordmaster. Yeah, she's only 1 blessed. The thing about Fur is that she has a what is her HP growth? It's really high, I think. Yeah, Fur has a 75% HP growth, and because we're on hard mode, she starts with like 25. So Fur's HP is actually pretty nuts. Like I don't think that's a no robe Fur, and yet she has that amount of HP. Do I wait for some tournaments? Yeah. Yeah. Number 5 in my scene? Oh, that's pretty dope. Wow. So much as Melee and Marth. Yeah, I don't know if I played Melee first when I was a kid, but I definitely used the Fire Emblem characters a lot. Now they have some characters that I don't care as much about. Like I don't really care that much about like Lucina and stuff, but I've always really liked Marth in Melee. Or in Smash in general. Yeah, you know, I could be attacking these guys with Weighted Clarion, but honestly, I don't know. I'm being kind of lazy here. I mostly just don't want to go to the Gaiden chapter, so we're just going to wait until turn 25. What's really cool in Smash? Yeah, I think he is. I agree. I like him a lot. Shincap's HP. Yeah, Shin's HP is ridiculous. The thing is, most units have a solid HP growth in this game, but hard mode bonus is propelling it by like 5 or something, because that's something you'll notice on the enemies too, right? Like they might only have a couple more speed or a couple more skill, but most enemies have like 5 to 10 more HP. Rucker as well has ridiculous HP. Let me check out Rucker really quick. Where is he? Yeah, Rucker on promotion at level 20 will have 43 HP. He doesn't quite cap, but he comes close. That's one of the biggest problems with like, that's one of the things about a lot of units that are really weak. It's not so much their defense or their res, it's more their HP. Like Sue, for example, doesn't have that much worse defense than Shin, but her HP is way worse. Single player games and just forgot about Smash? Yeah, that happens. That happens. Peach play because of Armada? Dude, Armada's Peach is nuts. I always really respected Armada and playing Peach, because nobody else really played. It was all like, you know, Foxes, and I always kind of respected Hbox for doing what he did with Puff. Because no one, it's cool to see like characters like that no one else really plays, and they bring them to new heights, you know. On turn 25, we just don't go to the Gaiden chapter, that's all. At least according to what I just read. We just don't have much of a reason to go to the Gaiden chapter, and the Gaiden chapter is kind of boring. Yeah, I think we're gonna get a little dialogue here. The blizzard is picking up. This might take longer than expected. We should head for Burn as soon as we take the castle. Yeah, so we just don't go get the thing, but we're good to go. Wait for that character to be Byleth. Yeah, there's a lot of... Isn't that kind of a joke that, like, Smash Ultimate is just, like, just a bunch of Fire Emblem characters? I think Byleth... I'm not a huge fan of the, like, Byleth character, but I think she's, like... Or they, I guess, are, like, pretty cool in Smash. I kind of like what they do. I like that they use, like, a whole bunch of different legendary weapons, and they're pretty cool. Works as a Smash killer, yeah. It's tough to be like really good at a video game or like anything if you once you start working and stuff. Amza and Axe and HBox changed the game so much. Yeah, Axe and Amza are great examples too. Amza in particular just came out of nowhere with that, with Yoshi. Yoshi's a weird ass character, man. Princess Guinevere, the attack on Bern will commence soon. So may I ask the rest of the story? You said King Zephyl was an outstanding pupil in everything he did. It sounds like he would have been an ideal heir to the throne. Yes, I have no doubt. But still, your father never looked kindly at him. In truth, our father began to despise Zephyl precisely because of his talent. Why would a father resent his own son's talent? Our father was a man of extraordinary skill and intellect. Or wait, unextraordinary. Okay, I was like, oh. Zephyl's outstanding talent made our father colder toward him. He was envious. He went as far as to tell Zephyl that he would never inherit Bern. He said that instead the throne would go to my future husband. His own father told him that? What a heartless man. But Zephyl held strong. He also said he never cared about inheriting the throne. But the people of Bern knew of Zephyl's genius and wanted him king. Pressured by the public, our father lost his patience at last. That's when he decided to kill Zephyl. Our father gave Zephyl a goblet full of poisoned drink at a banquet. That was the first and last time Zephyl ever accepted a drink from our father. After returning to his room, Zephyl began to fall dreadfully ill. For 10 days and nights, Zephyl lingered between life and death, but Murdoch, Zephyl's teacher and loyal general, saved his life. The old king made no further attempts on his life? No, at least not to completion. I've heard that he schemed to have Murdoch and Zephyl's mother killed, but he was scheming to murder everyone connected to Zephyl. Upon learning of our father's intentions, Zephyl feigned death. At his funeral service, our father leaned over the coffin to view Zephyl's body. It was at that moment that Zephyl sprung from the coffin and sword in hand. Wait, that's how he killed him? I never knew that. That's amazing. What the fuck? Oh my god, that's sick. I knew that Zephyl killed his father, but I never read that line of dialogue, I guess. What the fuck? That's awesome. Excuse me, yes? Are you the one who saved us? Well, thank you. It's only thanks to you that we're alive and have our freedom. Please accept this token of our gratitude. Thank you again. I'll give this to Roy. Yeah, you better. It brings $1 billion. Shamelessly plug, set IP. Yeah, it's true. No, it makes sense for sure. People in the scene are like 15 to 21. They'll have so much free time, yeah. Especially games like that where it's a lot about like reaction time and stuff. I've been playing a card game, Magic the Gathering, for a long time. And the nice thing about that game is you can really be as old as you want and still be pretty darn good at the game. But yeah, definitely games like Smash, that's a young man's game for sure. After watches tournaments, some famous players too. Yeah, I think Smash is one of those like cool video games, you know, where like you just wasted on the young. That's true, Wheelie, that's true. That a lot of people like. Take that, stupid Fire Emblem 7. Got him! And then he teabagged the corpse. I guess I never read that line of dialogue. That's pretty dope. I don't know. It's just interesting. After surviving many hardships, Roy finally sets out on burned soil. Guinevere guides Roy to the Shrine of Seals. In their way stands Murdoch, the brilliant and stalwart head of the Wyvern Generals. Etruria and Bern, the two greatest forces on the continent, begin direct warfare. The sun rises as the bloodiest day in the history of Alib draws. Yikes. He's Peach and Robin. I've always liked Peach. I kind of like Robin too, although I never liked playing as Robin. But, you know, as much as people complain about a lot of Fire Emblem characters in Smash, I think they did kind of a good job of like making them kind of unique. At least some of them. Although a lot of them are like, obviously Chrom, Lucina, you know, Roy, Marth, these are pretty much just the same character, but... okay, so this chapter is not too bad, but it can be a little tricky. So one of the things that I actually think is really cool about this chapter is that most of the enemies that appear are based off of like deployment zones. So you can actually be a little bit You can kind of, you can make your own chapters, so to speak, depending on the deployment zones that you end up in, which is kind of cool. I'm actually going to try kind of a new strategy that I thought about. I remember when I made a video talking about this chapter, because I had a video series on my channel where we talked about, it was like a chapter guide. And while I was making the video, I actually kind of discovered that I think there's a slightly better way to play this chapter than what I normally do. So I'm going to change it up a little bit. Actually, bringing Klain instead of Juno is probably a much better idea. All right, we should promote Geese. We're so far beyond Geese actually being helpful. I should have done it a long time ago. Actually, Faye instead of you is probably kind of nice. Actually, Bartrey instead of Faye might be good because he has bows. Was wild to read. Yeah, I definitely, I remember like reading through most of the story, but I guess I just don't remember that, or I'm not sure. But yeah, that is crazy. I kind of love it, but it's very, very odd. All right, you take the speed wings. He is, oh, I should actually, you know, in retrospect, I should have been shooting the mercenaries because we could have gotten to S and bows, and that's what we want, but we should be able to get it here. Here, take another robe. Fuck it. Like her to represent Fire Emblem well. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Or they're pretty cool. And swear out Fire Emblem because of Smash. Yeah, I definitely think it kind of got to the point where like it was so memed, Fire Emblem in Smash, that it's kind of unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. This is the boots chapter, that's true. We are not going to be taking advantage of the boots. Oh, I don't know why I'm bringing Zealot. We definitely don't need him. We can bring Garrett. Garrett's not terrible. But excuse me. This is the boots chapter. You can absolutely get a bunch of boots on this chapter if you want to go that route. Actually, I might actually do some shopping here with Roy now that I think about it. Geese King. Geese King represent. Okay, so normally what I do in this chapter is I go over here and there's an ambush spawn, or not an ambush spawn, but there's like a zone of enemies spawning over here. And then once you deal with that, you can just have a pretty straight shot to the boss. But the zone over here, if you go this route, is a bit easier to handle because I think it's a lot of paladins and stuff. Yeah, it's green, which are 4 paladins. Wait, that might be more difficult. Yellow is... Actually, I don't know. Now that I think about it, that might not be a better strategy. You could also skip the zones entirely. We could try to skip zones. I've never done that before. Do we want to cheese this chapter? We could cheese this chapter. For characters with the exact same moveset, yeah, it is unfortunate. We could cheese the shit out of this. How many flyers do we have? We have a decent amount. All right, fuck it. I've never done this before, but we can try. So basically, the way that this works is there is a reinforcement zone down here, but if you transport people over this cliff or this mountain, you can avoid the reinforcement spawn altogether, and then you essentially don't have to deal with any reinforcements until you get all the way down to the boss. Which I might do. Maybe try get that wagon. Dude, Merlinus is, I love Merlinus. He's great. Okay, we can try this. Again, I've never actually used this strategy. I do think it's an effective one. Fuck it. Let's just do it. Ted Merlinus Final Smash? Dude, if Merlinus was in Smash, I'd be playing Smash right now. Straight up. All troops are at their posts and ready for battle, sir. Good, thank you. Gale, it will begin soon. Yes, sir. My men are ready. Your squad will be the key to victory in this battle. Do you understand? Of course, sir, I won't disappoint. I expect not. The enemy are but insects next to the might of Byrne's army. Even so, the Lycian general has made it far. General Roy? Yes, Roy. I hope to be able to duel him one-on-one in a fair fight. I don't think we're going to be doing that, but okay. General Roy, I have found you at last. Father Yoder, what brings you all the way from Etruria? Is something amiss? I did some additional research after reading your letter. I reached the same conclusion. Byrne has resurrected the demon dragon. You think so too? Hartman defeated the demon dragon in the Scouring. How could Byrne have brought it back to life? Apparently after defeating it, Hartman chose to spare its life. What? Instead of killing it, he sealed it away in the mountains of Byrne. The sword he used to seal it was the Binding Blade. Oh, you know of it. I learned a little bit of it in my studies. The demon dragon's seal may have been broken, but with the Binding Blade, we may be able to seal it away once more or kill it for good. Do you know where the demon dragon might be? Yes, I believe so. We know dragons change into human form, and the demon dragon is most likely in such a form as well. I have a suspect already. The Dark Priestess that is always at King Zephiel's side. The Dark Priestess? There's no solid evidence that she's the demon dragon. The other dragons did. Wait, I think I misread that. The dragons seal away their power in gems called dragon stones. Remaining in their dragon form uses too much energy otherwise. The same is likely true for the demon dragon as well. We must see her in person and find the truth. Allow me to go with you. You'll fight alongside us by all means. I have also been instructed to give you these. They are legendary weapons that the church located. Legendary weapons? They would be invaluable. If the demon dragon has been released, then this is the greatest crisis mankind has faced since the Scouring. We must rise like the eight legends of yore to save humanity once again. Although unfortunately from our perspective, we are not actually going to be seeing the demon dragon. So we get the S-rank bow, which is the one that we wanted really bad because of Wade. Okay, so how far can I go to the south? Okay, just above where he is. So let's do this. Oh, I should use the speed wings. It's my bad. The nice thing about this chapter is that there really are no like status salves or anything. Or I think there's a siege tome next to the boss, but that's it as far as like status salves and siege tomes and stuff are concerned. Actually, wait. I don't think anyone can pick up Wade though. 14 Constitution. Wait, is that enough? I think that's enough. No, 15. I don't think you can pick up if it's tied. We may have to fight the enemies here. Now that I think about it. Yeah, apparently you can. This is like the only game where you can double S rank. So even though there's already S. Oh, I meant to do some shopping. Oh, whatever. We're fine. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. This is a really cool chapter, by the way. It's a little like long and tedious, and I don't love how many like wyverns there are on the chapter, but I really like this chapter. I think it's really cool. Forget everything I said if you missed just one holy weapon. But you didn't get the legendary lance? Well, fuck it, whatever. I'm sure killing Zephiel's the final fight, you know. I need one legend, and that's Wade. True. Very true. Very, very true. Look at that. Kill him, Wade. I guess we could fight the enemies and not go around it, because I don't think I'm going to be able to pick up Wade. So green spawns 4 paladins above, 3 dragon riders and 1 dragon master below. Yeah, see, okay, so if you go, so the 2 routes to go, you can either go over here. If you go over here, it'll spawn wyverns like down here and I think down here, and then also I think it spawns them down here, which is really annoying. But the nice thing about going over here is even if you get into this reinforcement zone, you have to fight some paladins and then you have to fight some wyverns that spawn down here. But that's not nearly as annoying as going the other route. And then you can cut across here basically. So again, in doing a little bit more research and making that guide that I did, I kind of discovered that I think I like this route a little bit better. You can also make some really nice choke points, which is harder to do on the other side. All right, start killing these guys. The Legend of Wade. Yeah, the music on this chapter is really cool. I like it a lot. Somebody's gonna have to fight these guys. How does Melody look fighting these guys? The problem is she doesn't have a better lance. Okay, let's wait one more turn and then we can kind of lure them in. Paladins spawn, I think, all the way down there, so we don't have to worry too much about them. The binding Wade or the wading blade. If only Wade could use the blade. All right, let's promote Geese. At least he'll be like, kind of be at least he'll be able to kind of do something. Sort of. I mean, +4 skill's kind of cool. I do think had we actually got him to 20, he would have actually probably been a pretty solid unit. I feel like I didn't do him justice. All right, well, bringing Juno with no weapons looks a lot worse now that I'm not using that strategy, but whatever. We'll figure it out. We want to keep some of our archers back here. So what's your movement exactly? 16 speed. How fast is Lilina? 13. Okay, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. The really annoying thing about this chapter is that there's a lot of mountains, and the wyverns can sit up on top of the mountains and be very annoying. Especially if you don't have a ton of flyers yourself and you can't reach them. You didn't get weighed down by air caliber, do you? 2 weight? No. Tomes weigh very little in this game. Fire Emblem Awakening. I think you can get weighed in Awakening, can't you? Because can't you get like most of the other units? Like most units from other games? Actually, Wade might not be important enough for you to be able to get him, now that I think about it. First promoted Geese in history. You've witnessed it live. I did have a playthrough a long time ago that had that used Geese, although I think he died like pretty quickly after I promoted him. There was this really weird playthrough I did this one time where I promoted like boars and geese, and they were both pretty good, but then I got like kind of bored of playing it and I ended up like suiciding all the units. It was really weird. I ended up losing like them and Milady. I think we still completed the game, but yeah, I don't know. It was a weird playthrough. Let's just say that. Fire Emblem. Wait, what? Oh, Wheelie, you're talking about the ability to like recruit the units, or? I don't remember exactly how it works, but Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Fire Emblem Waden. That is actually true. I didn't actually check if Lilina could take the attack, although I figured that with the robes she could. I just looked at that she could get doubled. That was the most important thing. See, this is why it's so annoying, because they're like all on these mountains. Like you can't reach these guys. There's these guys too. Yeah, this is where things get a little sketchy because there's so many wyverns. I think. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this. Fire Emblem, new mystery of the Wade. Wade's the best. Fortunately, I don't have a great answer to this guy. Yeah, see, again, I know I keep saying it, but this is where this chapter can get very annoying. Yeah, our Milady kind of sucks. Kind of really sucks. All right, let's deal with the guys up here. You can start there. Oh my god, you don't even double? All right, well, it's got to be good enough. Genealogy of the Wade War. I like that one. Genealogy of the Wade War. Can you kill here? Fuck it, we'll use the Durandal. The Durandal must weigh a ton because I don't double. Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Oh yeah, it weighs 12. Yeah, weighs a lot. Her constitution is not amazing either. Probably don't want to risk that. I mean, it doesn't really matter if he dies, to be fair, but... Actually, Zeus dying might actually be good for us because it means I can't go to the Gaiden chapter, which I kind of don't want to do. I probably should have given her Air Caliber. That would have been a good idea. Okay, we're up to D in Anima Magic. We love that. Okay, so let's go... Yeah, because everyone's going to have to back up a little bit. Can I kill this guy? With Zeus, maybe? Okay. Everybody misses and everybody dies. Just remember that. Dude, he is one short of killing everyone, I swear to God. Okay, at least that hit. This is looking very sketchy. Yeah, I agree. This is not exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, she can one-shot. We love that. Let's go ahead and do that. I guess do this just in case you miss. Alina has 12 health, by the way. I didn't realize that. Sick, more magic. We love that. I'm just gonna Sage Staff, fuck it. I need to heal Alina. Just be recruited. Yeah, the Gaiden chapter for this requires Zeus and Melody to both still be alive and recruited, which is very annoying. In fact, this was my biggest sort of hurdle when I was initially playing Fire Emblem 6. So prior to streaming, I had made a lot of attempts at Fire Emblem 6, and I completed runs, but never like a good ending run. So my goal was always to get the good ending, and Zeus was always my problem. It's part of the reason that I always I kind of never train Zeus when we do these playthroughs, because I just had so many runs that got destroyed by Zeus. But yeah, he needs to be alive. Okay. There is a chance that Clarion can die here, so I'm going to turn on the animation. Yeah, this is definitely sketchy. Whoever said this is sketchy, I agree. This is a little funky what's going on here. The nice thing is that Wade is going to be able to kill a lot of units here. Okay, we're good. Clearing a forest even get hit. I don't think she was on a forest tile is the problem. I knew the hit was going to be low because her void is exceptional, but I wasn't exactly sure what it was going to be. I think if she's on a forest tile, that's like a 12%, so she's probably good, but... Yeah, Wade taking a lot of the aggro here is really nice. This will be really good for us. If you like watching Wade do combat, and we've all enjoyed it, obviously, throughout the playthrough, this is going to be a good chapter for you, because I think he's gonna aggro a lot of what we're dealing with here. In fact, I should probably switch to a bow, not only to get the bow rank, but also to... I'll probably kill more units. More speed, and we got a res. We're up to 22 speed. Holy shit, I think he's gonna cap. Do I get doubled? Cecilia's not very fast. I don't think she gets doubled. It would shock me if she got doubled. Okay, a miss for a miss. It's okay. She did get doubled, and it did shock me. So, holy shit, I really did not expect her to get doubled there. They hate us because they hate us. Exactly. Yeah, we don't care about physics. Yeah, so Cecilia's speed is like 11, I think, or something. So that guy must have like, he probably has exactly like 15 speed, would be my assumption. That did surprise me. The only problem with switching to a bow is I won't get weapon triangle anymore, so the hit might be a little better than what we're currently dealing with, but I think it's probably okay. Weights. Oh my god, there's so many enemies. Holy shit. Okay. So what's the hit? Okay, so even if I don't have weapon triangle, I should still be okay. Oh, I only have, oh no, I have an iron bow. Okay, I am gonna switch to bows. Actually, so what is your speed? So I think the speed wings will cap him. He's got capped speed! Holy shit. We capped Wade's speed. Oh my god. It's a dream come true. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. I did not, in my wildest dreams, expect to cap Wade's speed by the end of this game. But here we are. Capped speed, capped strength Wade. I'm not sure a better unit in Fire Emblem exists, to be honest. I think this is the peak. I think we've seen it. This Wade? Yeah, this is the best one. We also just missed another pretty decent percentage, but that's just kind of par for the course. Wow. I feel like I could die happy now. You know? That's just it. We've done it. We've just made a 20% speed growth unit cap speed in a game that doesn't have any ways to like increase the speed growth or anything. From 3 Wades. I don't know if I can handle 3 Wades. That's a lot of man meat, you know. Dawn of the Planet of the Wades. So what is he supposed? Now, to be fair, we did give him 3 speed wings. What is his average? Let me see. Where's Wade? Okay, level 20 Wade. We're not even level 20 yet, but let's say we were level 20. I think we're 16. Yeah. So level 20 Wade is supposed to have 14 speed. Now we've used 3 speed wings on him, but that still means that he's 4 speed blessed. And that's only if you get him to 20, and he's not even 20 yet, so. I kind of don't want people to attack a green. Let's pick up a green. I do want Lance or Alan support, so I'm gonna leave Alan. Although I don't think he's fast enough to double these guys. Look at this guy's stats, by the way. Holy crap. That guy's not joking around. Doing problem with Iron Man. Here, let me finish this turn, and then we can read that. You can attack Clean if you want. I don't know. We should be good than that, I think. Yep. I have a legitimate problem with Iron Man. My Lance and Alan both got 3 dead levels. Oh my god. Think twice. This be chapter 8 Boars promotion. I mean, if you want my real answer, I would still promote the Cavs, but my meme answer is promote Boars and go crazy. Boars full dinging twice. You know what? Actually, screw that. Never mind. That if that isn't a sign of things to come, then I don't know what is. Go crazy. Promote Boars and go nuts. Go absolutely ham. Significantly worse than my Boars. My Lance is still behind. I mean, other than your team is going to be a lot slower, obviously, if you promote Boars and not one of the Cavs, but you can certainly make it work. And if your Boars really is nuts, I will say this: Boars is kind of annoying to train, but he does have insane defense, and especially for the mid game. I mean, you could put Boars wherever you want, and he will just not die. Which you can do a similar thing for Lance and Alan, but all right, Tonga, this sounds good. Enjoy your night. Also, Rucker's dead. Yeah, go nuts with Boars. Go crazy. Maybe triangle attack some people once you... oh, it's a sick crit. Maybe triangle attack some people once you get the whole crew. Although it's a bit of a meme. A bit more of a meme. I don't think promoting Boars is like the worst idea in the world. Certainly if your Boars is nuts, then it's not terrible. I didn't actually check if this guy could double me, but I assume Clean is like fairly fast. Yeah, we're okay. FE6 moment. I've missed a bunch of FE6 moments, by the way. We missed like 5 more 80%. I need like, I'm just gonna bring it up to 11. I don't know. I need like a little button that every time it happens, I can just like click the button and it ticks up, you know? No dancer this, but yeah. Dancer, having a dancer or not having a dancer definitely changes like how you have to approach the game in certain situations. There's a lot of like strats and stuff. Like the thing about Fire Emblem that you'll notice if you play it a lot, especially certain games, is that you'll have your own strats for certain chapters, but they might not even be something that you like think about that deeply. You just kind of do it. And the dancer is like one of the biggest units that when you don't have access to them, it like completely throws off all your strategies. And you can find yourself doing things that you really shouldn't be doing because you don't like, your brain doesn't quite understand that you don't have the dancer. If that makes, I don't know if that made any sense, but. If you're grinding bow rank, that's true. That is true. Always lose your dancer in the join chapter. That way you keep a dancer. It's like taking off your weighted clothing. You know, putting yourself into really awkward and uncomfortable positions is a very good way to become legitimately better at something. I don't think that's crazy. Training units, it's that, I think that's kind of what you were saying with the archer thing, but training units becomes a lot more tedious or difficult, especially archers. Archers are a really good example, but any unit when you don't have a dancer, because having a dancer is just so nice for being able to like attack twice or kill 2 different units at the same time, things like that. Okay, so you guys all have like 1 rage, right? Okay, I kind of want Wade to like get out of his little, oh, I only have the axe. That's kind of annoying. All right, well, we can start at least trying to kill these guys. Maybe I can get some of the paladins to come over here. Never shrink geese ever again. I think, to be fair, I think if we had put more effort into, I didn't realize that was geese. I actually thought that was, how much res does he have, too? I think if we'd put more effort into geese and he was like a level 10 berserker right now that we had promoted at 20, he would legitimately be a pretty strong unit. Unfortunately for geese, I didn't do any of that, so he sucks ass. But hypothetically, I really want to pull, oh, but with this flyer, this is extra annoying. I really want to pull Lance back a little bit so we can get like a wall going here. Because I have Milady, I have Alan, but I don't really have like a 3rd person for the wall. I guess I could use Dorothy. But I need Alan to stay exactly here. Can I like... Can I kill this guy? Not even close. Man, Dorothy kind of fell off, I'm gonna be honest. I wish I had put a little more effort into her. 53%? Alright, I'm down to take it. I will say, as amazing as Wade is, and he is, there's a lot of our meme units that have kind of taken a beating by how much I've put into Wade. Like Lilina... Actually, you know, what am I saying? Lilina's level 8. Never mind. She just sucks. I was about to say that I should have trained Lilina more, but nah, I trained her enough. She just sucks. She's just terrible. Great Wall of Tate. Seems like a good way to get Tate killed. Okay, so then we can send, I guess, Milady down here. God, I wish Milady had a better weapon. Actually, she looks pretty good fighting the paladins. There is a big difference between paladins and wyvern lords, let me tell you. Okay, so this will open up Lance then. Dorothy's on the forest tile, so I feel pretty good about that. So this will open up Lance to be able to go back here. Sure, we can finish this guy off. Or we can just flat out kill with Lance. That works too. That works too. One of the really great things I think about Fire Emblem 6 is that the cast is really deep. Yes, a lot of the units on the cast are very mediocre, but it's very deep on the amount of different units you can use. And one of the really fun things about that is, and this is kind of what you were talking about earlier with the early game and stuff, and losing Rucker. If you put effort into most of the units in Fire Emblem 6, you're going to get a huge reward. You know, I call characters like Boar's bad. I call characters like Fur mediocre, you know, stuff like that. But if you put effort into these characters, I mean, look at our Wade, right? If you put effort into these characters, you can get a lot out of them. And the great thing about the mid game of Fire Emblem 6 is that the Western Isles in particular is much more calm than the early game. So you can really take your time investing in these characters. And honestly, your army coming out of the Western Isles can look a lot of different ways, and it can be really powerful in a lot of different ways. It's one of the things I love about this game. You can be like, you can use a crazy amount of units and be really successful. It's obviously easier to use the better units, but does anybody else need to be healed? I should probably check health totals before I... Yeah, Cecilia should not be there. She's injured and she's in 2 range of those people. Let's not do that. Fur requires that much babying? Yeah, no, I agree. I actually like Fur quite a bit. The biggest problem that I have with Fur is, even though it's easy to train her, the portion of the game that the Swordmaster is really nuts in, which is the Western Isles, is the portion of the game you're training her in. That's where Rucker's at his best. So you wind up with a unit who ends up like being pretty easy to train and is pretty powerful, but then she's only powerful like during sections of the game where Swordmasters are not at their best. So I don't think she's amazing, but I do like her quite a bit. She's easy to train for sure. Fur's a strength cap, which is unfortunate. Is her strength? Yeah, strength cap's kind of low, right? It's lower than Rucker. But if you put effort into her, she can carry you for sure. Oh, she actually doesn't even reach her strength cap on average. Her strength is a little bit low, even though her base strength is good. Her growth is only 25%. Wow, that's lower than I thought it was. Yeah, the great thing about Fur is that her joint chapter in particular, really easy to train her on, which is fantastic. That's a big benefit. You would think that a level 1 mercenary or level 1 Myrmidon being recruited at that stage in the game would be pretty ass, but it's very easy to train her. You just got hit by an 18%, Dorothy. Figure it out. Okay, at least she dodged that. Yeah, that's true. Rucker's only 30. That's a good point. That's a good point. But Rucker has so much more room to grow that a kind of weak growth is a little bit more redeemable on him because you have so many more levels with him. Fur kind of needs to like get some good levels early on. That's not really true. One of the great things about units that I'm gonna add a FE6 moment. One of the great things about units that are really consistent at certain things is that they don't like. You don't really need them to get specific levels. Yeah, it's great if Fur gets more defense and strength, but because you have so much speed and skill, she's always going to be like pretty consistently good, which is nice. Oh, yikes. This cap's 25. Yeah, definitely for the later stages of the game, that's a lot better. Zink doesn't need fast death. Yeah, no, certainly not as much as the other one. And he's quite a bit easier to kill. Like, Zink's avoid is nowhere near that stupid bishop boss. That bishop boss is really annoying to kill. And that's kind of the biggest issue with Fur, I would say, is she's not during the portion of the game where Rucker's amazing. Fur is just getting to be really good, you know. But she is a lot of fun to use. I do really like training her. She is a unit that I would highly recommend training because she's really fun and it really does not take much effort. But yeah. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Showcase. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, Blue Island, but I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Do we want anything? I don't think we really need anything. I kind of want to get something at the vendor, but 24. Okay. Well, either way. Oh my god! Look how much damage she deals with the Durandal. That's awesome. First 22, yeah. Although, unless you're giving energy drops, I don't know how often either of them cap, but you can certainly give them energy drops, and they are probably your best. Our Fur, by the way, I'm pretty sure is strength blessed. I don't think she's supposed to have 19 at this stage. What level is she? 6? Oh no, actually she's only 1 strength blessed. I thought her strength was worse than that. Oh, I guess she gets 3 when she promotes. That's pretty good. I don't know. I think Fur's a really good example of why this game is so much fun to play, in my opinion, because she's just another unit that is like not one of the like top tier units, but is pretty easy to train, is really fun to use. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Fur. I like her quite a bit. Good Horse Slayer. I don't know. I'm losing it. No worries, no worries. I honestly do not know caps. That's something that I've never been good at. I know like most Swordmasters cap like 30 in speed and skill. That one's easy to remember. But as far as like strength caps and goes and stuff, I'm really bad with that stuff. The only cap I really care about is 30, because if somebody gets a 30 of something, even though they usually don't get there, I just like seeing it, you know? 30 is such a high number. I like that Tate, it's like Tate and Juno are like Roy's personal bodyguards. They're following him around. I think that's the last batch of reinforcements here, so that's good. Once we deal with that, we should be pretty good to go. This chapter definitely looked pretty sketchy for a second there, but I think we're in pretty decent shape. The gap was larger. Yeah, 2 isn't too bad, although I don't know, every little bit matters for sure in the end game when you're, especially when you're using swords, because it can be kind of sketchy. Although when you're using stuff like Worm Slayers and like the Durandal to deal good damage to the Wyverns, it's probably not that major. Unfortunately, I love the fact that they're attacking Wade. Unfortunately, he is about to run out of Iron Axe hits, which really sucks. We're gonna have to go to the bow. Should have given him more axes. Must use effective weaponry. That's true. That is true. Very true. I mean, I don't mind that. Some skill. Wade's pretty much capped. He's capped HP, strength, and speed, so I don't know what there really is left to do. So Deke to contend with. Yeah, that's the other like kind of minor issue with Fur, I would say, is Deke is like probably a better recipient of your second Hero's Crest, like most of the time. But I don't think Deke is like that amazing that it hurts Fur that much. Yo, this is good at least. At least Wade is still doing something. Okay. So we have these paladins. This guy is just kind of wandering around using physic. All right, we've pretty much cleared up all of the enemies. I actually thought this was going to be a little more tedious, but the paladins, we've done a good job of dealing with the paladins and the... I do like this route a little bit better, because the other route, if you go to the right, you have to deal with more wyverns, and they kind of spawn all around the map. Whereas the great thing about going south like we've done is that basically all the enemies are like around this one area, so you can do a pretty easy job of like filtering them into a position where it's advantageous for you, which is really nice. Wait, is Giga stuck? He is. Unfortunately, I did not bring enough axes, so he is very stuck where he is right now. Wade is a beast though, so I wouldn't put it past him to start shooting people in the face with the bows, but speaking of the bows, what's our double S? There we go. All right, we got there. Beautiful. Use Nime over Ray. Well, Ray, I mean, I always use Nime at every playthrough because Nime is just really good. But specifically in this playthrough, Ray died much earlier. You can see him on the little death counter down there. He unfortunately, I didn't realize that he was hurt, and I had him attack an enemy, and he missed an attack, and then he got killed. So, but Nime, I use Nime on every single playthrough, to be honest, because she just gives such good stuff for no investment of your own. Oh, I can buy physics here. Oh, give me some physics. Goddamn. Give me heal staff. Give me another physic. Holy shit. Fuck it, give me another physic, dude. I'm all in. It doesn't really matter too much at this point. Our money's not important. Unless you go do the boots thing, which we could have done. Although with only one chapter left, doing the boots thing is kind of not the most important thing, but... Yeah, Nime is just such a free, like, pile of stats. Okay, we just got hit by a 31% and missed 62%. So that's where my day is going. Same time as triggering the reinforcements. That's a good point. That's a good point. I think a better strategy here might have definitely been to deal with the first wave before triggering the reinforcements and then trigger the reinforcements. Although you have to be a little bit careful because if you are trying to get the guidance chapter, there is a turn requirement there. So, but usually, yeah, it's only turn 7. Usually I very rarely come anywhere near the turn requirement on this chapter because once you get past this first wave of reinforcements, there's really not much stopping you from the boss. Was just curious, and I got you. Yeah, his speed is a little bad. Although to be honest, our Ray was actually quite good. I was actually kind of excited to use him more. I did promote him. He was a druid, but yeah, the biggest issue for Ray for me is just the hit of Flux. It's just so tedious to watch Flux miss over and over again. Nime has that problem too, but Nime has so much going for her with the staffs and stuff. Sophia's at a whole nother level. At least Ray has okay hit and can actually deal good damage and maybe take a hit. Sophia is a fucking nightmare. The no damage in this game, yeah. I love no damage sounds. My favorite thing, I've mentioned this before, one of my favorite things in all of Fire Emblem is crits that deal no damage. I don't know why, it's just the funniest thing. Because crits, especially in the GBA games, because crits are always this big, you know, this big, long, amazing, you know, animation. And it feels like the people are putting so much effort into whatever they're doing. And then it just deals no damage. I don't know, I just love it. So if he's a project, that's a very generous way of describing her, but yes, I agree. Quite the project. A nightmare is how I would describe her, but... Where exactly is the next reinforcement zone? Okay, it's quite a bit more south than we are right now. We want to avoid that. So Milady, if you could kill one of these guys, that's... Let's Horse Slayer, yeah, let's do that. And actually, speaking of boars, if you do decide to use boars, you might be able to see some of those no damage crits. Actually, just in general, if you like seeing, if you like hearing the no damage sound in this game, boars is a really good unit to trade for that. Okay, I should kill this guy because just why not? Just being annoying. Sure, maybe we crit, who knows? Probably just missed twice, because that's just how it is, but... Okay, well, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. Gotta hit 2 of these. I believe in Lance. So again, the later stages of this chapter are pretty simple. No matter what route you go, ideally, you only have to contend with one of the reinforcement zones. Now, you can fight all the reinforcement zones if you want, although if you're trying to get the good ending, which we're not, to be fair, but if you are trying to get the good ending, you really have to... You have to do this chapter at least with some speed, so you may not want to encounter more than one reinforcement zone, but... For our purposes, we won't be doing it, but just because it's boring to do it. You have to be a little bit careful. These paladins are no joke. They can definitely still do some good stuff against us. Oh yeah, I forgot I turned on everyone's animation. We can keep everybody's animation on, whatever. We're pretty much done with the game, to be honest. What I'll probably do is, obviously we're gonna finish this chapter today, hopefully, unless something goes really wrong. And then, yeah, I don't want to do the Gaiden chapter. We'll see how that goes, but and then I'll probably just, tomorrow's stream we'll probably finish the game, just do the last chapter. That's my plan. I want to try to use, man, the effort. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. As someone, I love using meme units. Obviously, you know, if you watch my my content, you know that I love them, right? And I've even used Wendy multiple times. I've only ever promoted Sophia, I think, once, and that isn't for lack of trying. I tried her on multiple of. Every time we did those low tier runs, I think we only did like 3 attempts, but I tried to train her on all of them, and she never, like, I still kind of stand by that she's a better unit than Wendy slightly, but man, the amount of effort you have to put into her is crazy. And the return you get, it's something. I will say, watching her Apocalypse Manicheats in the end game, pretty cool. That was a pretty cool experience. But man, the effort it took to get there. And the thing about Sophia is that it's not even like after you promote her she becomes that good, because dark magic kind of sucks. So even all the effort you put in, the reward is like a mediocre unit, like basically just kind of a worse Ray, you know? Like, it's not great. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is cut across this middle area, because if you go south, you're going to encounter another reinforcement spawn down here. Also, we don't have to fight these guys if we don't go south, which is nice. So I do think I like that route better. Again, going the other route, going to the left immediately, forces you to fight way more wyverns, and it's a lot more annoying. My favorite light tome user, like in all of Fire Emblem, or just in this game. I'm trying to think who even can use light tomes in this game. I mean, Yodel is the one I use the most. No, actually, Saul's, I guess, the one that I use the most. Oh, this game? There's only 3, right? It's just Ellen, Saul, and Yodel. I kind of like them all. Although, to be honest, I almost never use light tomes in this game because they always spam so many heal stats for me. There are only 3? Okay. I don't know who my favorite is. You're the Truant Army, aren't you? There are no soldiers here. Take this. Just please leave us in peace. I don't know. I kind of like Ellen. I don't really know why, because she's definitely the worst of Saul, Ellen, and Yodel. But I kind of like Ellen. I don't know. I like that Ellen has like a shit ton of magic. I'm kind of a sucker for like big magic characters. It's part of why I like Lilina so much, even though I think she's pretty bad. Even though, to be fair, Ellen's magic is dog shit. Her starting magic. But she has a really good magic growth. And she can end up, I think she ends up like coming close to capping it if you give her a lot of levels, which I think is fun. But I don't know. I like them all, to be honest. Restless Resistance is Sophia, bad unit. Wow, I didn't know that. Why were we even training Ray? What a trash unit. What an absolute trash can. What are Ellen's average stats, actually? I'm kind of curious. I never really thought that much about Ellen, but I was looking at footage from one of our old playthroughs when I was making a YouTube video, and we had Ellen, and she, I don't know, she just looked really cool. Yeah, she only gets to about 22 and a half. That's kind of a bummer. She doesn't cap. I don't know. Kind of like her. You have Divine and Physic. Okay, that's fine. That is okay. She turns out fine for me. Ellen's a character that... I think Ellen's biggest issue, of course, is that Clarion and Saul are, like, so good. But, I don't know. Sometimes you need Ellen. Sometimes you lose one of them. And I don't think she's terrible. Undersoul, do you want to put work into? Yeah. Yeah, it's just that Saul has like such good bases. What are Ellen's bases? They're yeah, she comes with 1 magic. That's so sad. I'm really not a big fan of the characters that like have a good growth but come with really small of the like base stats. Like Bartree's a really good example of that. You know, Bartree has like a 40% speed growth. That's really good, but 3 base speed is really ass. Will they become killing machines? I can imagine that's a lot of fun to do. I like Lou a lot. I'm usually not a big fan of starting mages. Like I don't like Loot that much, and I don't like Urk that much, but I really like Lou. I think Lou is amazing. Although, so one of the things, okay, so after this game we're gonna be playing Fire Emblem 7, because we're going through all the games, and I actually think we're gonna do Lin mode. One of the people that watches my YouTube videos was sort of challenging me to try to do some of the Kashuna chapters, and I've never done the Kashuna chapters on stream, because obviously killing Kashuna is insane. But I was thinking maybe we could try to do the Kashuna chapters, so I think we might do Lin mode. I love Lin mode. I'm not a huge fan of Lin mode, but I haven't done it in a long time. That was a good level up. Doctor's top tier. But I think also doing Lin mode is gonna kind of change the quality of the units. Like I actually kind of want to grind units to be really strong, because if we're gonna do the Kashuna stuff, we need our units to be really strong. So this just reminded me of it, because usually the problem with Urk, characters like Urk, Florina, Sane, Kent, always kind of wind up being underwhelming. This is the reason that I hate Lin mode. I think it's kind of boring to do, but also the bigger problem I have with Lin mode is, as someone that likes to play really difficult Fire Emblem, if you do Lin mode, a lot of times I think your characters end up being too strong for Hector Hard mode, and if you don't do Lin mode, a lot of times your Lin mode characters end up being too weak for Hector Hard mode. So it's hard to like find a middle ground. But I think it'll be kind of fun to use some of those units, and they'll be much better than they usually are. Oh yeah, from like a casual perspective, definitely I appreciate Lin mode. I do think it's fun. It's just from the perspective of like trying to make Hector Hard mode as like engaging as possible for myself. I mean, I'm kind of a Fire Emblem sadist. I think we all know this. From that perspective, I don't enjoy it very much. But definitely from like a gameplay perspective, I do think it's cool. What I'm hearing is you're gonna use Will. You know, of all the characters I was thinking about that would be better if we played Lin mode, Will did not cross my mind. I'll be honest with you. So what I'm hearing is Will, right? I didn't even think about Will. Oh man. I hear Will is really good for killing Kashuna, so. Oh, I should give Bartree the S-rank bow, because we want to kill Murdoch with it. Oh, I forgot that the Manikeys on this chapter move. Okay, no crit. A crit actually would have killed me there. Norm mode is a chore. Yeah, I can imagine. Also, to be fair, I've never played Lin mode on a Hector Hard mode like Iron Man, because, you know, I never really want to do it. And I've never done it on the channel, so I think also for the purposes, like kind of the point of this series is also to have, because I upload all this stuff to YouTube, to kind of have this like archive of all, like an Iron Man of all the Fire Emblem games, which we do have a lot of that on YouTube already, but so I think for the purposes of that, in Fire Emblem 7, it'll be kind of cool to have Lin mode there as well. Even though in that same vein, I kind of ruined this game because I'm not doing all the chapters, but we don't talk about that. All right, Yodel, give me what I want. Okay, the reinforcements. Okay, we have to get a little bit more south. All right, our first glimpse at Murgla's Wade. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is what I signed up for. Boom. Will is not a female trash tier archer. True. I definitely prefer Rebecca in the game. That is for sure. That is for sure. Oh, do you? That's a cute wyvern you have there. Anyways, I'm gonna transform into a dragon and crit you to death. Okay, so where exactly is the line? The line is here. Okay, so we have to just not get beyond this. So this is kind of annoying, mostly because of this guy. I could have brought silence, actually. That would have been a good idea. Okay, so I'm trying to think exactly how I want to do this. So one of the really annoying things about this chapter is that once you get beyond this point, wyverns spawn from back here, and that can be pretty annoying, and you can definitely lose units that way. There's also this bolting guy here with 34 attack who can definitely kill your units. So I think the approach I want to take, and I've never really done this before, but I kind of like the idea of it, which is to send Lance back there and to basically let him get kind of engulfed with wyverns. I do this a lot with kind of like units I don't care about, but I'm thinking we could do it with Lance. Also, what turn is it? Yeah, I kind of don't want to do this Gaiden chapter. I'm gonna probably get Zeus killed at some point here, because I kind of don't want to do this Gaiden chapter, if I'm being honest. Actually, you need to go back. 1, 2, 3. Okay, not quite in range. It's glorious indeed. I agree. I agree. Zeus, my sweet prince. We could, to be fair, we could also actually, we don't have to kill him if we just wait until turn 25. I suppose I could just do that. That's probably better than murdering a unit we don't have to murder. Yeah, that might actually be better. We don't have to kill Zeus. We could also kill Milady, I guess, but that seems like a worse idea. Goodbye, Zeus. Yikes. At least they're not in support range, so this is gonna look better once they get into support range. Yeah, actually just waiting until turn 25 is probably the way to go here. God, why, they're like so staggered and coming over by me. It's so weird. I don't know what they're doing. Of course we missed, because Dorothy can never hit 2 attacks in a row. I mean, that's just impossible. How can anybody do that? Can you caliber this guy? Oh yeah. You go to the secret shop? No, I didn't bring the member card. I didn't kind of think this. I usually, the problem, my strategy for this chapter is always to do it really fast because I want the Gaiden chapter. I didn't really think about the fact that we don't want the Gaiden chapter. In retrospect, I actually probably could have bought a couple of boots. But no, I didn't bring the member card. But yeah, I probably should have. We don't have a ton of money, but I could have at least bought like 2 boots. Okay, let's just wait a minute. Rip, no boots for us. Although, to be honest, most of the funny stuff you can do with the boots is after the Zephyl chapter, and we can't go beyond that, so. But yeah, rip boots. God damn, she's like a truck. I've never really had a Lilina end up like this bad. Is she still screwed? I feel like my Lilinas always actually end up like being good in the end, but this Lilina really sucks. Where's Lilina? I'm like utterly blind. Oh, there she is. Okay, level 8 Sage. She's okay, so she is 3 speed screwed and 3 skill screwed. She's also magic screwed. Oh my god, she's like everything screwed. Okay, yeah, she's pretty screwed. She is pretty darn screwed. Unfortunately, we have no dancer either, which usually makes this a little bit easier. Okay, let me heal Alan. What turn is it? $16? Okay. Okay, I have to go to the bathroom really bad. So I'm going to do that really quick. Please enjoy Wade with the Mergliz or whatever it's called. With his +5 speed. I will be right back. Plus the boots. We love the boots. Should look at the 4 res. Yeah, I will say, as beastly as he is, 15 defense and 4 res is a little suspect, but... Okay, so I'm gonna have Lance go here. We're gonna have Lance and Alan go there. Everybody else kind of hover around. I think it's the line down here, so everybody else hover around the line. Does anybody die to bolting? Probably not, right? 34. All right, it sounds good, Bello. I appreciate you hanging out. Have a good night. Like I said before, this will be the last chapter I do today. So if you want to see the final chapter, that'll probably be tomorrow. But again, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, and then we can just wait until turn 25 before doing this. Yeah, we can move up 1, I believe. So where exactly does the wyverns spawn? They're like here. Okay, so they're pretty far away from me. Maybe I'll move farther in. I can't get there. Because you really don't want the wyverns like flying all around your like weaker units. Okay, let's just wait a couple of turns. Again, we want to get past turn 25 so we don't have to worry about the guidance chapter. What weapon is on this guidance chapter? Oh, it's probably the sword. Oh, it's Apocalypse. Yeah, we don't need Apocalypse. Apocalypse is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, but we do not need it. Okay, turn 21 we should be able to do this because I don't think we can do this by turn 25 now anyways. I think it's 25, right? Let me just make sure. Oh, it doesn't say here. Side quest chapters. Within 30 turns? They give you 30? Fuck me. They give you 30 turns? I don't need 30 turns. First Druid will escape soon. That's true. Oh, actually, that's right. I forgot. Not only do you not go to the Gaiden chapter, but there's also like units that spawn. Wait, Murdoch has a special event if he fights Roy, Melody, or Zeus in battle. That's kind of cool. All right, fuck it. Let's just go. Everybody should be able to take one bolting. It's 34. Yeah, I think so. What's the worst that could happen? If we don't wind up doing it in the turns, or if we do wind up doing it in the turns, actually, I could always just murder Zeus. Or honestly, we could just do the side quest or the Gaiden chapter. It's not the end of the world. It's a pretty short chapter, to be honest. It's just kind of boring. Okay, yeah, you guys stay here because I want you guys to aggro the. I probably should have put my units with the lower movement in the front, but whatever. In retrospect, I really should have brought. I've never incorporated silence as like a part of my strategy here, but I really should, because I think it would be good. Knights of Burn, we strike now. Leave none alive. Don't even leave them time to scream in fear. Oh. I mean, I am like I have halved my my speed. Oh, he does double me. I thought for sure he wouldn't be able to. Wow. All right, well, rip Tate. I fought until the end. Sorry, Tate. I really didn't think she'd get doubled there. All right, well, whatever. No, Azrael, I'll probably, I'm going to end the stream after this chapter. I'll probably finish the game tomorrow. Tate gallery. Man, I really did. I thought, you know, I thought for a second. Oh, it's probably Thea, right? Thea. I thought for a second about checking whether or not she got doubled, but so he has. Wait, he only had 12 speed. How much? She must have had like no speed. I'm genuinely surprised that she got doubled. No, so in this game, and this is why I almost checked, in this game, bolting only weighs 10. I believe in both other GBA games, it weighs 20. So I have 8 speed. That should be enough not to get doubled, right? Wait, no, it's not. Roy gets doubled as well. Oh my god, does anybody not get doubled? What the fuck? Okay, well, I want Zeus to die, so fuck it. Lucy Tia too devastating. It's over. Yeah, again, like I almost for like a split second I was going to check if she gets doubled, but I couldn't remember if it was this game or if it was Fire Emblem 7 where the siege tomes actually don't weigh very much. But apparently it was this game, and apparently I really should have checked because Thea is now deceased. I'll add her to the death counter in a second. Best enough carrying Roy. Yeah, I think she probably had like. She also might have actually gotten weighed down a tiny bit by the Iron Lance. Having that equipped was probably not a good idea. Did he not attack me? Because 0%. Yeah, he might have. Okay, we should be good. Alan is on a mountain tile, so I think he should be okay too. Okay, Z should die here, which does kind of suck, but again, I don't want to do the Gaiden chapter, so this is actually fine. Let me get a picture of Zeus. Melody Sister Eye. You know, there would have been a time where I would have been really frustrated with him dying when I was desperately trying to get the good ending, but not anymore. So it makes siege tomes harder, like heavier. I don't know, they probably just want to make them worse, I guess. Or you get doubled by them less. I mean, you don't get doubled, like, most of your units will not get doubled by the siege tomes. You have to have like 8 speed or something to get doubled, but unfortunately, that is probably just about what we had. And then Zeus. Roy, someone else is gonna have to pick up Roy though, because Roy does get doubled. Okay, let's not lose that many more units because I'm starting to run out of space down here. The problem with changing my death counter from how I used to have it to this is that I have a little less space to work with. Oh, I'm moving. I don't know why I'm moving that. I'm still moving that. Okay. No, now I'm moving that. What am I moving? I have too much stuff on my OBS now. Okay. Wow, this javelin is it's not a very good hit. Not having a dancer does make this a little bit more difficult. How many turns does it, I think the reinforcements go for like 3 turns? Something like that. It's the blue, or no, it's for 3 turns, yeah. Alright, we finally got speed. She's finally starting to get up there in speed. If I could kill the Siege Tome guy this turn, that'd be awesome. I don't know if that'll be possible. I still don't double this Wyvern Lord, but we did get speed. Okay. You have a longbow, right? Well, we'll start there. I don't think I'm gonna have enough stuff here to do it. Maybe. Well, Geese sucks. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I do still have bolting back here with Alina. Move Klein first. Oh, actually, Klein. Yeah, Klein. Oh, perfect. Yeah, can we hit this? Perfect. Let's go. All right, we love that. Now, I mean, can I eclipse somebody? Probably not. I mean, the hits. You know what? Fuck it. Eclipse is so useless. Who cares? And Nime's not doing anything else this turn. Maybe it'll hit. Okay, well, Eclipse is so worthless in this game, and in every game it's in. Okay, Lilina bolting. Don't think this is really gonna work out. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have enough because I need to kill all 3 of these. Maybe I should have shot somebody else. Yeah, that's not enough. I guess I can just pick up Roy. That's probably fine. Yeah, Eclipse is absolute ass in every game that features it. It is pretty atrocious. Can Cecilia do something? Okay, well, at least we can take out this guy. That's good. Okay. We can do it next turn. Eclipse has got to be like... I don't know if it's necessarily like the worst like tome in all of Fire Emblem, but it's got to be in the conversation for sure. I was gonna say up there, but I guess it'd be more like down there. Okay, yeah, I think we just have to wait until next turn. Cecilia's kind of in a weird spot. I guess we can just like pick up Roy with Clarine and then pick up Cecilia maybe with you. And then can somebody drop Cecilia for me? Yeah. And then we go like this maybe. Probably don't need to use the Murgles. Yeah, this will be alright. It's just Eclipse Moon. Oh, I can kill him. Damn, Clarine's in a very, very awkward position though. I think this will be better. Everyone can take a bolting hit. I think it's okay. Might be a little bit sketchy though. I probably could have played this turn better. Oh, we still have bolting here. I don't double his bolting. That's kind of unfortunate. Even those have hit. Yeah, I'm not sure what would be worse than Eclipse. What could possibly be worse than Eclipse? Like, Eclipse is straight up a joke. I mean, it never has any hit against anyone at any point. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, hi, Gale. Oh, Geese. Geese might be dead, actually, now that I think about it. We're gonna lose Geese the second we promote him. Well, at least Lance and Alan are doing a good job over here. Well, they're eventually just gonna run out of weapons. Bad enough to compare? Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely the worst thing I've ever seen, that's for sure. I mean, unless you want to compare it to like a broken weapon in like Thracia or something, but the broken weapon was a weapon at some point, so. Bit of a tome that straight up heals the enemy. I suppose that would be worse. Oh, Xenolus. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that is true. That's the only thing I can think of that's like, that would actually be worse. Oh my god, I might just turn off the animation for Lance and Alan, to be honest. Although getting some experience for Lance or for Alan is kind of nice. There's just nothing that like, even like the really crappy weapons you can still do something with. But yeah, that one's really bad. First person to pronounce my username right? Is that true? I was actually about to say after I pronounced it, I hope I pronounced that right. I wasn't sure, but all right. Well, I'm happy I could. Okay, I don't know why these guys didn't attack Geese. I thought for sure Geese would die, but these guys just didn't attack him. Dark magic is really bad in general. In this game, yeah, it's the hit is really bad. Axes and dark magic in this game get really shafted by just having atrocious hit. Okay, I am just going to turn off Lance and Alan's animation at this point. I am so sick of watching these wyverns. Miss them. Alright, can we kill Mr. Sage this turn? The nice thing is we have more units around here that could potentially help us. Okay, it's a good start. We like that. Maybe we even get a speed. Alright, we like that. No complaints here. Fur has Durandal, so she can probably do something good. Yeah, she can one-shot. You know, it weighs down Fur so much that she can't double anything, but it's so powerful that it just one-shots everything anyways, so. So it kind of works in a sort of weird way. Okay, you can't do anything. Hugh, can you do anything? That guy's pretty weak, though. I don't know if I need Hugh to do that. The green is also quite strong. Geese, you suck. You want to do it? You can try that. Okay, beautiful. Whisper Awakening was just a Brave Tome with Eclipse hit rates. That sounds pretty atrocious. It's mostly just the hit rate. You'd have to, in order for something to be worse than Eclipse, you'd have to find something. Well, that's a really good example, but something that just has such bad hit rates. Maybe we just do this, because I don't know if anybody's gonna have a really good way to kill this guy. I like the way the Wyvern Lords look in this game. It almost looks like they have like gold armor, which kind of makes sense because they're like the most powerful knights of Burn. Wait. Did he use all of his... Oh! You know what? I didn't even think about this, but by having him kill 2 units by doubling them with bolting, we actually made him go through all of his boltings. Because he doubled... I was like, how did he use 5 boltings? That doesn't make any sense. But it's because he doubled Tate and he doubled Zeus. That was not part of my strategy, but it kind of worked. At least in ridding him of boltings. The only problem with this formation is I don't really have anybody other than Wade and Neme, or an ability that can actually take hits. Yeah. We could do Clarion. I don't really want to do Clarion. Yeah, this is a little more sketchy than I was kind of expecting. I don't hate the idea of Fur, but Fur's not in a good position. I didn't really set myself up for this point. Because this guy will one-shot Nime. We can't let him attack Nime. That's a disaster. I suppose I could do this. I can pick up Nime. Okay, I thought I hit the button way too many times. And then I can have Dorothy be here. Dorothy can kind of take hits. Never enough rounds to kill everyone? Exactly. Hey, it worked for... I said it didn't really work for Russia, but they certainly tried it. Remove pressure. The problem is it's this guy that's really scary. I'm going to trade her off the longbow. It's just the big issue is that guy can one-shot Nime, so I can't let Nime sit there. I just I'd love to support with you too. I'd rather do that. I just healed a person that was missing 1 health. I'm a genius. Thankfully, we basically have infinite physic at this point, so I can still just physic geese. And you should be good. All right, we should be good to go next turn, I think, to break through this. What turn is it? 25. Okay, that's usually kind of perfect. So the mission no line? Yeah, it is. You pick up the weapon of the man next to you after they die. Keep on fighting. I'm really glad I turned off this animation because this is a lot of this. I actually kind of like the idea of Alan getting experience here, though. Lance is already like capped on speed and stuff. He's pretty much good to go, but Alan getting a little bit of extra experience is kind of nice. Well, not if he misses, but... This is a massacre? Yeah. Yeah, the combination of being on... Well, Lance is on a forest tile, Alan's on a mountain tile, and we have support bonuses, so... Alien voice victims. Nice. So we should be good to go over there at least. And then yeah, no more reinforcements. I do want to finish this before turn 30 because some annoying druids are going to show up. Which is why I didn't wait the whole time. We just killed Zeus instead. Okay, we should be able to kill this amount. If we can't kill this amount of wyverns, then what are we doing? One of the great things about fighting the wyverns is the game gives you a lot of opportunity to have good units against wyverns. The fact that both Klain and Agreen are in this game, and they're both just at base level pretty awesome against wyverns in the end game, means you're almost always going to have really good options as far as fighting in this chapter goes, which is pretty cool. This chapter is a bit long and a bit boring because there's so much combat, but I like it. I think it's pretty cool. It's one of the best, I think, chapters that Fire Emblem's ever done of like a big battle scene. I think that's pretty cool. Can you Durandal this guy? Close. Oh man, that's kind of hoping she just crit. Geese, you want to do something useful? I believe in you. Hey. I mean, hey, say what you will about Geese. He's been terrible and we promoted him late, but I mean, he's kind of done some stuff on this chapter. I'm actually a bit sad I didn't use Geese more. I think Geese actually could have been a pretty good unit for us. But again, the amount of effort that we put into Wade meant that we really didn't have room to train other meme units, unfortunately. So Berserker Road for playthrough number 475. That would be pretty dope. That would be pretty sweet. Double Berserker, double Warrior, just go crazy. I probably won't be playing Fire Emblem 6. I say that. I've played it a million times. I probably won't be playing Fire Emblem 6 for a while, I think. I think once we get past Shadow Dragon, we're probably gonna spend a lot of time on those games. But gotta play through Fire Emblem 6, the classic. All right, how do you look with the new bow? Good lord, this guy's a beast. Oh, my crit isn't even that good. Oh my god. All right, let's do the killer bow. 6% crit. Well, hopefully we can get a low percent crit here with Wade. Although even a crit, Murdoch has so much health. Holy shit. I really want Wade to kill him, but this might be easier said than done at this point. We'll see. Awakening's gonna take forever. Awakening is gonna be interesting, that's for sure. I'm not even really sure how Awakening works, to be honest. I haven't played it in quite some time. Yeah, Shadow Dragon shouldn't be... I mean, we've beaten Shadow Dragon before, so I feel like I at least understand that game pretty well. New Mystery of the Emblem is going to be weird. I have played Fire Emblem 3 now, so I'm at least kind of familiar with the game, but yeah, I'm not sure how New Mystery is going to go. But Shadow Dragon shouldn't be too bad. It depends on... You made it this far. I congratulate you, but can you defeat me? Wade can defeat anyone. New Mystery of the Emblem is gonna remember, or Shadow Dragon is gonna depend on how much I remember of. Lysithea missed a 99%. Yikes! We love that. 99% misses are the ultimate unfortunate for sure. Mystery Lunatics pure RNG. Yeah, I do remember the one time I tried that, it being absolutely ridiculous. So. I don't really know how that game's gonna go. I don't necessarily want to complete an Iron Man of all the games, because I don't want to like spend a million years on a game, but I would like to at least get some traction in a game, like experience some of it. Like if we fail in the last chapter, I probably won't redo a game, but I at least want to like get past the tutorial, which is more than I did the last time we tried that game. But we'll see when we get there. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't think we got past the prologue last time I tried it, so. On the plus side, that means that we don't have to do very much to surpass the last playthrough I did. Holy shit, that's a ridiculous Cecilia level up. Okay, we only have a couple of turns to do this if we don't want to encounter the enemies. I'm assuming this is pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Unfortunately, Wade has no supports. All right, fuck it. Let's use the bow. This music, by the way, Murdoch's theme is amazing. So cool. It's a good level up. Was Everton weird? I do that's why I always come back to the GBA games. I definitely like the GBA games, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I don't want to like spend if some of the newer games end up being really annoying. I don't want to spend a million years on them, but I just think it would be really cool to like be able to have more knowledge of the newer games. You know, that's basically what I'm trying to get. Oh, we got a skill. We got a skill and a luck, so our hit went up to 60. Oh my god. Wade is obliterating this guy. Awakening's weird. Yeah, I've heard that Awakening is very odd. Oh, these guys have just stopped attacking. Actually, that might be Gale's troops. Gale's troops are really weird. They do some weird stuff. They'll like attack you and then like randomly stop attacking you. I don't really know what their deal is, to be honest. I've never really understood Gale's units in this chapter. Percent difficulty dip. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. Sure. Wade killing this guy with a Murglez will be kind of funny. We have to hit first, but I don't want to use all the shots because I think I want a Murglez Does that feel as well? But we still have 14 left, so we should be good. What turn is it? 28? Okay, we should still be good. Play harder. Get significantly easier. I'm not sure. I would assume as much. That's kind of how most games work. All right, Wade, you can do it. Nice. You are strong. Zephiel, my king. I cannot protect you any further. Forgive me. Zephiel, leave. Wade's coming for you. What a beast. That's how most of games work, to be honest. Is the early game is really difficult and then it eases up quite a bit. But I don't know that much about Awakening, so. When you have to attack, complain when you have to attack. True. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really know what Gale's deal is because he attacked me once and now he's just not. I don't know. Gale's weird, like I said. I guess we can get Lance or Alan this kill before we head out. You know, pair up. I'm like, the pair up system is definitely something I'm gonna have to like get used to a little bit when we get to that game. Wade's level 19. Okay. He's almost 20, although he doesn't really have much more to get. 29. Okay. Lord Roy, the sword is in the altar. This must be the binding blade. I can't seem to draw it from the stone. It's sealed in the altar. You must use the Fire Emblem. Use it how? Prince Guinevere said that it goes in the socket on the hilt. Whoa, what's happening? The blade is glowing. Now I should be able to draw it. It's promotion time. Well, not quite yet. What are these images? Are they the binding blades? No, Hartman's memories? Who's that? I don't understand what I'm feeling. It's very... Don't worry, Roy. We will not be seeing her again, so don't worry about it. Lord Roy, are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. So this is Hartman's sword, the binding blade. Am I really worthy to wield it? It is said that truly magnificent swords choose their owners. The sword is in your hands now. It has chosen you. But anyone with the Fire Emblem could have taken it. In theory, perhaps so. But it was you who reached it. This is fate. Now that we have the binding blade, all that's left is the King of Burn. We mustn't tarry. You're right. Zephiel must be stopped. Don't worry about that person that I just saw. We're not going to be interacting with them again. Because all plugged up with honor. Yeah, it's just his like AI's weird because he did attack us once, but I don't know. It's weird. Congrats, Roy, 1 chapter promotion. We love it. Look how crappy this Roy is. This might be one of the worst Roys I've ever had. Oh, I thought the game glitched there for a second. Yeah, probably. Whatever. Who cares? He's fine. Alright. Well, this is where I'm going to end the stream for today. Like I said, we have one more chapter. This is the final chapter. 9 defense, my man's cooking. He is. So I'll be back tomorrow, same time, and we will do the final chapter. It'll probably be a shorter stream tomorrow, although we'll do all the epilogue stuff, but the final chapter isn't too long, so yeah, it'll probably be pretty short, but yeah, we're very close to the end. Very, very close to the end. So as always, thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Everybody enjoy the rest of your nights.